Gross.
But we're so boring.
We are awesome.
They're amazing.
Dude, Jen's killing it with the jokes, though. She's we're not boring.
Doing good.
She's off screen, so she's feeling safe.
Exactly. Exactly.
Are you staying off screen tonight, Jen?
I am. Yeah, I feel hot and clammy, so I just don't want to have lights on or anything. But Nick gave me a whole rundown on electrolytes, so I just have to get up and get them.
Electrolytes are important.
Yeah.
They're all right.
Okay.
That's so funny because Nick was like, "Your brother would back me on this."
Yeah. Yeah, I did say that.
If he was on, and you're like, "It's okay."
I mean, electrolytes are only the electricity that your body needs to function, you know. That's why they're called electrolytes.
Yep.
Oh, I like that actually.
Yeah.
I didn't even know because, like, okay, when things get like overly hyped, that this was something that we didn't really ever use ever, and now all of a sudden they're so important to us. I'm skeptical of it. You know?
Well,
like,
electrolytes have always been important, I think, like, because just I remember growing up with like Gatorade, Gatorade, like it just
that's true.
Need your well, and I think about Idiocracy, where it's like, but it's got electrolytes. It's got what plants crave. Like it's in that whole movie, like it basically, I think it's called Brondo, but it's essentially a Gatorade that's like, it's just electrolytes. Electrolytes are going to save humanity. And they just believe in this Brondo stuff. It's got electrolytes. It's what plants crave.
Plants?
Okay, you have to watch the movie.
I've seen it once.
Yeah,
I've seen it once too. It's been a while.
It's just electrolytes. Electrolytes are the god chemical. I don't know.
Yeah, when I watched that movie, I was like, "Ooh, I know this movie was made in like 2005, but 20 years later, it's like kind of becoming real."
Pretty spot on. I watched it in what year would it be?
Like when it came out?
No. It was sometime when I lived in Monterey.
But we're not talking about that movie, are we?
No. Not yet. I haven't picked it yet.
I thought about picking that one too.
It's worth a chat. But who knows when we pick it? Whenever we pick it, it'd be a good one. Yeah, sorry for getting late. We came straight from Salinas, picked up the cat, and like literally just got home around 6 o'clock. So,
wow.
Yeah. So I've been pushing to get on here and get going.
Way to be dedicated, Matt.
Always. Well, and again, Jamie, the saint that she is, allowed me to watch the movie on the drive back, so it's fresh in my mind. I don't know why the stutter there, but I did. But it's fresh in my mind, and she was kind enough to drive so that I could watch. So had a blast of a weekend hanging out with the Shern crew, and it was good. So I got my movie in. I'm ready to talk about it.
Nice.
Shout out to Jam.
Jam is the best. She's gonna bring back dinner in like 20 minutes. Like she's just. I know. I know how lucky I am. I know. I remind myself. I wake up. I look over at her. I'm like, yeah, you lucky son of a bitch.
Wait, to her or to the mirror?
To me, to myself. Like I look at her, and to myself, I say that.
Oh, I thought you were saying you were looking at her.
No,
like,
yeah, no, that's what I'm saying, Jamie. Like, look at you, you lucky son of a bitch. You landed all of this, Jamie. Yeah. God, how big do you think my ego is, Nick?
Hey, you know what?
To be fair, I see why I see why you could make that conclusion.
That was just I had like the mental image in my head of that.
Me looking at her all happy. Look at you, son of a bitch.
I'm picturing Jamie's look after
that. She's like on her side, like you think she's asleep, but
oh Oh, her
but she's
eye,
really not. With like her eyes are like wide open.
her eyes shoot wide open. She's like, "The hell did you say to me?"
You're like, shh, you're supposed to be asleep.
Would you like a mulligan?
Good morning, my love. You're radiant today. All right. Are you guys ready to hop into the Actually, I almost forgot, Brian.
Yep, me too.
Yep. So
This isn't gonna be a segment, is it, guys? Because
I think at a certain point, what we'll get to is like it will feel comfortable, and rather than just like actually like reading the thing that he posts for us, the movie Monday announcement, he's going to just like riff. Like that's the start, and he's gonna be like, I got it in my head, I don't need to look at it, and just kind of.
Yeah, right.
It's gonna happen eventually. Eventually, we'll get there.
Matt, the way that you should start this is say, "All right, Brian, start us off," or "All right, Brian, kick us off." You know, so that he knows, like that's his cue to start.
do the damn thing. Just say that.
We got
Start the damn thing.
That's it.
I like that.
Oh.
Start the damn thing.
Okay, hold on, everybody, be quiet for a second. Jen, I'm gonna need you to say the do the damn thing again.
So
like,
start
just
the damn thing.
Start the damn thing. Yeah, you're gonna say start the damn thing, but we're gonna be quiet for a second. Wait for the pause of the silence. Say the thing. Give her the silence, because this is a sound bite I'm gonna steal later so that I can put it into a soundboard and just be like, boom, start the damn thing. So as you understand what's happening, Jen, but we're gonna have you say it, okay? All right. All right, everybody, be quiet. Jen, do your thing.
Start the damn thing.
Perfect. We're gonna get that. We're gonna get that.
Might need,
We're gonna be hearing that for the next 10 years.
you might need another take. That
Do we need a take two?
We can do it. We can do a take two. There's always time for take two.
I mean, I like the one and done. You know.
I'm trying. Yeah, I'm confident with it, but performers, they can be temperamental. Jen, would you like a second take?
I don't care. It's gonna sound the exact same.
You know what? For safety, let's go ahead and do it.
Are we starting?
Whenever you want to say it, Jen.
Start the damn thing.
The best. I think her mic, like it
Yeah.
It clipped because you were so loud. So it's all good.
The clip too.
I think we'll go with take one. I think you nailed it in the first go, and that was our sign. Way to go, Jen. We crushed it.
Art the damn thing.
Did she say fart the damn thing? Okay.
No, Kmart the damn thing.
Kmart the damn thing. All right. Well, Brian, I don't have the clip at the moment, but as the good lady says, start the damn thing.
All right. Happy Movie Monday, friends. Land ho! What land? Get ready for water. Lots and lots of water. Plenty of steel, a skin-tight map, sunken cities, the world's most valuable item, aka dirt, and daring escapes. Better check into the non-smoker section soon, because GoodFlickas' YouTube live breakdown of Waterworld is now.
Welcome to good.
Were you doing the Jack Sparrow's "I've got a jar of dirt"?
Yeah, when he's
yeah, you were
did
okay.
the dirt thing, I was like, I've got a jar of dirt. I've got a jar. Yeah, I was. Thank you for catching that. Welcome to GoodFlickas, home of the GoodFlickas. Can you take our critiques? Let's find out as we dive into tonight's movie, Waterworld. I'm of course Matt, joined tonight by Brian, aka I've got a jar. There it is. There it is. I've got a jar of dirt. I did not look at it. You know what? I'm throwing it up. Throwing you up here so people can see your name. That That is great. I'd never look at your guys' names until we start this segment, and that's great, man.
That's so funny.
That's great.
Hey, man, I got my my water wingies and my flotation devices and anything else we need today.
My flotation devices, but I would like to see you in like the Waterworld dystopian gear, but just rocking like the classic bright water wings.
Yeah. I was actually thinking more like while the Waterworld's going down, I'm gonna have the island blow up floaty, and I'm like,
yes,
I've got mine. This is my land right here.
You're gonna piss off so many people, and I want to see that happen. But that's great. We also have Jen joining us. She is off screen at the moment, but she is in the background. Jen, go ahead and give us a wave.
Hi.
There it is. Hi, Jen.
I got my electrolyte.
Got your electrolytes, and we assume Kiwi is nearby.
Of course.
Excellent. So you have your companion and your electrolytes, meaning you have what plants crave, and you are good to go.
Yes.
We'll watch it soon. We also have Nick joining us, aka Aqua Dude. That actually sounds like a cooler superhero name than Aquaman or Aqua Lad. Ugh. Sorry, DC.
It's like the redneck Aquaman.
I'm Aqua Dude.
Aqua Dude. Because that's kind of what he feels like. He feels like Aqua Dude.
It's Aquaman if he grew up in a swamp.
Yeah. He looks like a swamp.
True.
Wait, how do you change a name?
I don't know how you do it on your end, but you should have like the 3 dots over yourself or like a settings thing, and there should be a thing to rename yourself.
I thought you were going to say you walk into your local government office, you fill out a form. Yeah.
And you can make it anything you want, like Princess Consuela Banana Hammock.
Nice. Aqua sounds like the sidekick of Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy.
Aqua Dude, you were breaking up it a little bit but you said Aqua Dude sounds like what with Mermaid Man?
Like it would be Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy's sidekick.
Oh.
It's SpongeBob by like joining them. He is Aqua Dude.
Aqua Dude.
I like it. But all right, so we are talking about Waterworld tonight, and this was my pick, and it's this is a movie that I saw a long time ago when I was a kid. It came out in the 90s, and that's probably the last time that I saw this movie. So it's not a first time watch for me, but it's been a long time. And I've gotten to go to, I don't want to give too many facts away, but there's a lot of fun connection with this story and theme parks and things like that. And this is a movie that's kind of just been in the back of my mind for a long time now of like, I want to revisit this. I want to remember more about it, kind of understand it. And I wanted to rewatch this movie at the same time, kind of give a bit of a change of pace for something and go a little bit older. I know that this isn't the most popular movie, but I know that we've got a lot that we can talk about this one, the actors and the cinematography. So I figured this would be a good conversation starter for us, a little bit change of pace as far as genres and stuff like that. And hopefully it'd be a fun movie for us to kind of chat about. But selfishly, I wanted to relive this movie. I wanted to rewatch it and kind of familiarize myself with it again. Yeah. So does anybody want to go first for thoughts and score?
I'll go.
Oh, Jen beat me to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, my hand was up. Okay.
You can't see it, but my hand was up first.
No, I want to go first because we can only go up after this review. So this movie, I've never seen Waterworld. I've never heard of it. But this was like very painful. It was almost one that I couldn't finish again. I feel like the idea of the story is good, but the execution was just not my cup of tea. I felt it was so boring and cheesy and dull. And when I said I wanted like a exciting like thrill, movie, this is not it, Matt. You need to choose again, okay? You guys did not fulfill anything but boredom. And I mean, I am looking forward for us talking about it. But wow, this was a rough one, and we have to give it like the major tank of like negative everything. I hated this movie. I don't recommend it. I'll never watch it again.
Ooh, we're
Wow.
back.
I was thinking like I would rather watch Risky Business, I think.
Wow.
And if you guys remember, I hated that movie.
You remind us on occasion that you didn't like that one.
We're back.
Right.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a while
Right.
since Jen's tanked a
you know
Matt
what?
pick.
It's great. That means that I'm causing opinions. This is great. I'm sorry, Jen. It was negative, but it was negative
Like as low as you can go, negative.
So you-
Negative 10 out of 10.
for her. A
right?
negative 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. All right.
Be worse than a negative, I think.
Hey.
What's worse than a negative? A double negative?
A double, that's a positive though. isn't
Oh,
it?
shit. A triple negative. Sorry.
It's all right. You can be rude, Nick.
it's just funny. Like, what's worse than a negative? Two negatives.
Weird.
Getting a blockbuster movie that's not rewound.
Oh, that was the worst. All right. So, Jen, good to hear. Sorry you hated it so much, but no, I'm not here. I'm not here to defend anything.
I'll go next.
Go ahead, Nick.
Yeah, so Waterworld is one I've never heard of before, so this was obviously a first watch for me. The movie is kind of awesome. Like, it's not like super awesome. It's not like amazingly awesome. It's just kind of awesome.
Like Aqua awesome.
Tubular without the dude.
So, okay. I just have a lot of thoughts about this movie because I love like steampunk. I love the steampunk like vibe, the look, the aesthetic, like just like the gritty kind of lifestyle that steampunk is. And I feel like this movie is like steampunk but on water. Yes, go ahead, Matt.
I have the aesthetic you're actually looking for. It's Mad Max on the water.
Okay.
If you've seen Mad Max, it's like it's this exact vibe. It's just in a desert.
Yeah, well, so I've seen like the trailer for Mad Max, but I haven't actually seen the movie. But I know what that look is. Yeah.
When did steampunk come out? I feel like that's more like later years, isn't it?
I feel like the best visual representation of steampunk is Wild Wild West. But I believe it existed before then.
I'm looking right now.
Because it's a cross between like science fiction and like Western aesthetic.
Oh, it officially
that's a good description of it. Yeah.
It officially started in 87.
Like 1987?
1987.
1887.
No,
Yeah.
87. Huh.
Yeah. So anyway, so yeah, I love the whole steampunk thing, and it's really cool to see a sea version of it. Like the sets are fantastic. The costuming is fantastic. Even just like the way that they filmed like the water fortress, it's the production of doing all of this on water. And just the look of it, it's great. And then even like the first 20 minutes of the movie, it's an absolute banger, but it kind of goes downhill pretty quickly. And then it gets kind of laughable towards the end, and kind of just lots of cheese, lots of questions, and it's almost like they didn't. It just wasn't like hard hitting like it was in the beginning, for the middle and the end. I just the acting, I feel like it just needed a little bit more pizzazz to it. The story could have been better, the plot could have been better. Just a little bit more meaning, I guess, with some of these characters. Like, you have a good foundation, but it's very like surface level to me. But some really fun choices, some like really awesome like action scenes, and it's so that's why I say it's kind of awesome. um However, I can't give it a 4. It's not a 4 movie, but I'm giving this one a 3.8 out of 5.
I can live with a 3.8. Sorry, I'm trying to get another light set up, so I'm all being funny right now. But 3.8, not bad, not bad. Brian, what you got for me?
Okie dokie. I've heard of Waterworld, but I had actually never seen it, believe it or not. It's just one that kind of has eluded from me, I guess. But I have been on the ride, and we'll talk about that more later. And the ride now makes a lot more sense. We'll say that. Overall, though, this was just an okay movie to me. It has great stunt work. I will give them that. Stunt work on skis, stunt work on jet skis, scaling walls, using ramps. A lot of really, really cool stunt work going on. So major shout out to the stuntmen behind this project, because they had their work cut out for them. Kind of like what Nick was saying, I was quite impressed sometimes where it's like, oh wow, they're you have to remind yourself that they're on water, because at times it didn't feel like they were on water, and just because of like all the steel production that they had going on. Really, really impressive set work, set design, to go along with that. But overall, I feel like this is a somewhat of a forgettable movie. I was only able to see it one time. I wasn't even able to take notes, so I'm pretty much gonna have to go off of memory. And I'm hoping, Matt, it sounds like you probably have a lot more experience with this movie, so hopefully your memory can help trigger certain things. But there's bits and pieces that I'm remembering of it, but a lot of it just kind of right out. And I think it's because it's a dragger. It drags way too long. I can't believe the runtime of this movie. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Like, we need to shave it down a lot. Easily 25, 30 minutes could have been a movie. But overall, like I said, it was an okay ride. It's not a -5 like my sister. She's just mad because it's on water. But yeah, and then the acting is, the acting's decent. It was, yeah, I will say, Costner was always a sports guy. He was like my 90s sports guy. And to see him in this role was a little different. It kind of threw me off a little bit, but I think he did a good job with his performance.
He was in what's the baseball movie that we just did? The Field of Dreams, right?
Yeah. Yep, he was Field of Dreams. He was the Rookie. He was Tin Cup.
Very different movies,
Yeah.
This, yeah.
He did a lot of sports, a lot of sports, and no, not the. I said the Rookie.
I think you did say the Rookie, but
yeah, it's not the Rookie. Oh, The Perfect Game. No,
For the Love of the Game.
Love of the Game. That's what it was. So yeah, he's done a lot of sports movies, and then you throw him in this, and like I say, he did okay to me, but overall I'm giving this one a 3.3 out of 5.
Well, Jen, I am sorry that you dislike.
You're really quiet, Matt.
You sound weird.
He sounds
Brian. Just said you're really quiet. You're so weird, bro.
I sound weird.
You sound
Okay, it's better
like
now.
I'm Matt coming to you from a pool shower.
This is Matt coming in from deep sea diving, and
Yeah.
we are making sure that we are seeing all of the ocean's coral reefs.
Waterworld.
Yeah, sorry, Jen. I'm sorry you hated it so much. But that's what you get. This was a gamble. Like I said, it'd been so long since I'd seen this one, so there wasn't a whole lot that I really remembered about this movie, which is why I wanted to rewatch it, kind of re-experience it. And I don't disagree with a lot of what you guys are saying. Like, I do think that this movie, it has its slow moments. 2 hours plus movie, and I feel like you could have taken a lot more of that time and made it more action-packed. Instead, they lean into the vastness of this world. But I do think that they do a really good job of world building in this, and I think that's what's so interesting about it, is that if you look at the history of what's happening here, there's a lot going on. There's a lot to kind of pull from. So I think there's a lot of really cool lore that you can pull from this movie, or that might be involved with this movie. So Brian, I'm going to flat out and tell you right now, I don't know a whole lot of facts about this movie. I didn't get a chance to hop in onto IMDb and like go through. So
It wasn't fun, to be honest.
Again, I'm not surprised. Like I picked this one because I know that it's not a super well-known one. Like there's actors we'll talk about. I know this. Like we've already brought up Costner and everything, but like this is one of those movies. I think Brian, you said it. It's forgettable. And like that's kind of why I bring it up. Like I think there's a lot of good stuff about this. I haven't forgotten it, and I wanted to know why. Like I wanted to remember why it's so easy for people to have kind of like moved on from this so easily. And I get it. I totally understand why this is not everyone's cup of tea. I get why it didn't get sequels or blow up into something bigger. I get why it's not a blockbuster. It's as far as like a Costner film goes, it gives off another one of those like Dances with Wolves vibes, where he's not doing a whole lot, but being like, he is just a character who is in this world living it, but there's not a ton of dialogue. There's not a whole lot happening other than just like you experiencing life in this world. And so it may not be a great example of Costner's versatility, but it's still, I think, a good movie in a lot of respects. The cinematography is great. The fight scenes are a lot of fun. I mean, to base an entire world on water and like make it interesting, I think all of the stuff that they kind of come up with of like why they have struggles, the and politics of how things go. Your good guys, bad guys, pirates, there's a whole system that they've established within this movie of how life works in Waterworld, and we just get a glimpse of it. So I think this would be a really cool movie as far as like a world to expand on and revisit. Let's go pre-Waterworld time frame, but hell, give me prequels to the Mariner. I like the character. He has a lot of interesting things about him, but we don't learn a lot about him because of he's just such a stoic character. So, long story short, I did enjoy this movie. I'm really intrigued by the lore and everything. It makes me want more, but I understand I agree that it has faults and flaws. There are things that could have been done better, things I wish that they would have expanded on. So it kind of falls short. I get it. But personally, I really enjoy this movie. I don't think I own it. I've been trying to find this one, but it is one that's kind of near and dear to my heart in a little bit. Like, I really do enjoy this, and I love these sort of science fiction dystopian things. But my biggest praise has to come from Dennis Hopper. I love this man as a villain. He is just so entertaining as a bad guy. And the 90s, he was freaking everywhere. And this is a great example where I think Dennis Hopper is playing an iconic villain. And he's a fun character. He is a fun character in this movie. I think if they had leaned more into like the comedy styles, the comic book stuff of what was happening with the Deacon and all of his guys, this would have been a lot more entertaining movie. Instead, they leaned into the Mariner side of things where it's more stoic and broody. So it's less entertaining. But I gave this a 4.1. I think it's good. I think it's pretty solid as far as like quality and everything goes. But I agree that it's not for everyone, and there are definitely flaws. My watch just told me I was being too loud. Rude.
Rude.
Right? Right? Right?
You're being too loud again. Stop saying right.
You don't know. Oh, no, okay. It's also at 3%, so that's gonna die.
I hate when my watch is like, you need to move, and I'm like moving, and I've been moving all day. I'm like, screw you, watch. You need to move.
What kills me is what'll happen with my watch. Like I'll be moving and doing stuff all day and get 0 notifications of like, oh, you have great activity. You've made so many steps. Your rings are closing. Your rings are closing.
Right.
And then I sit down and I'm on the couch for like an hour, and then all of a sudden it'll be like, you just achieved your stand goal. I'm like, really? I've been laying my stand, specifically my stand goal. I'm like, really? I have been horizontal for an hour and now I've hit my goal.
Horizontal.
Nailed it.
So as you guys know, I just recently, and I am now an Apple Watch owner.
Hey.
I was sitting at my desk and it was like, you haven't moved in an hour. And I'm like, bitch, I work in an office. Like,
See, you
I
guys,
can't just leave my desk.
Bitch.
I didn't say it out loud. I just in my mind.
You thought it real hard.
I thought it real hard.
All right. Well, with all of our scores in the ring, I think it's time for that magical moment.
Fun facts, fun facts. Sit your butt down cause Brian's in town. Fun facts, fun facts. Here we go now.
It's
so
not
let's
doing
talk
it.
about fun facts.
It's not doing it. Shit.
You're trying too hard. You want it
Now
too
I'm
bad.
just looking like an idiot.
Hey.
Hi, friends. It is June 22nd, 2026. As we record this one live on YouTube, you can catch Waterworld streaming on Netflix. Also, it is the day after Father's Day of 2026. So hopefully everyone talked to their fathers and gave their fathers the best day ever until next year, which will then be the best day ever.
This is weird energy right now.
What is this?
It was just like, I don't know. I feel like the Sherns do that, where they put their hands up and it's like.
All right. So Waterworld came out in 1995.
I was
was
5 years old.
by a gentleman named Kevin Reynolds.
The name doesn't ring a bell. Like I said, I did not get to do any IMDb searching on this.
It should tell to Jen at least.
Huh?
It should ring a bell to you.
Kevin
Jen.
Reynolds. Oh, let me make a guess. I feel like I remember this. It's Britney Spears. Crossroads. Did he do Crossroads?
No.
Okay. Damn.
I love the confidence though.
Great.
No.
You really just committed.
Well, I remember we did Crossroads and I was like, oh, this guy directed this or something. Like I see what it was. Oh.
So for 10, Rapa Nui. Rapa Nui.
Ratatouille?
No.
Number 9, Hatfields and McCoys.
Hmm.
Number 8, The Beast. 7, Fandango.
Is it the Beast of War?
Sure, The Beast of War or The Beast.
Sorry, that's just what I see listed as the Beast of War.
Yeah.
In 88?
Correct.
Yes.
Yep. 7, Fandango. Number 6, Risen. That looks very gladiatory.
Hmm.
Okay. Number 5, 187.
Ooh, that's a homicide penal code.
Isn't that like 1875309?
8675309.
Number 4, Tristan and Isolde.
Oh, is that the
I
movie
was
you were thinking
waiting
of,
for
Matt?
it.
That's
Yeah.
when I started looking and I saw what it was. I was like, that's what it was. But no.
Mhm.
Although I am gonna look up the Crossroads guy just to see what that connection is. So I'm gonna be
Number
quiet for a minute.
3, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves,
Mm.
if I'm not mistaken, is also customer.
And Alan Tudyk, not Alan Tudyk. Alan Rickman.
Number 2, Count of Monte Cristo. And numero uno, Waterworld.
No.
Oh, Tristan and Isolde is higher. Mm.
Big fat.
That's
freaking
crazy
no.
that Tristan and Isolde and then this movie are like polar opposites for Jen's rating, but directed by the same guy.
Yeah.
That's funny.
What the heck? Number 4 for Tristan and Isolde.
All right. The cast. Let's get to know our little watery friends. Mariner is played.
Watery friends.
What?
Let's get to know our watery.
Mariner is played by Kevin Costner. Deacon, played by Dennis Hopper, who I agree with Matt that this performance was very, very entertaining. But it's Dennis Hopper. I don't think he delivers a performance that is not entertaining.
It wasn't entertaining.
He's a fantastic actor. I always, when I think of Dennis Hopper, I always think of Speed. It's the one that I go to the most with him, and just how diabolical he is in it. And just a great job when he's on screen.
Does anybody want to make a guess as to what pops into my head when I see Dennis Hopper? Like his villain persona that pops up.
Wait, is he Hook?
No, that's Dustin Hoffman.
That's Hoffman.
Dustin Hoffman. God damn it. Similar sounding names.
Yeah. Any guesses as to what Dennis Hopper character I think of when I think of him?
True Romance?
What was it?
True Romance?
No.
Oh,
This is a deep pull.
I don't know.
Super Mario Brothers. He plays Bowser.
Oh, does he?
Oh my god, it's amazing. But it's specifically it's not amazing, but specifically the scene. I will, if you're a fan of Mario and all of the games, if you watched Mario the animated one and Mario Galaxy, you're not gonna like this movie. It's not great, but it is a fun watch. But Dennis Hopper as Bowser is amazing, and there's a minute where he's got like a de-evolution ray gun and he shoots a cop or whatever, and he turns into a monkey. And the scene is just Hopper shooting this guy with this gun and just going, monkey. Like, it's the way that he says it as this villain that just de-evolutionizes it. It's freaking hilarious. So yes, that is what I think of when I see this guy.
Okay.
He is really entertaining as a villain. He can be scary.
And then the last one I'll mention is Helen, who was the stowaway passenger of Mariner, who he did not expect to happen, played by Jean Triplehorn, who had a pretty good run in the 90s as well.
Yeah, I've seen her. I recognized her face. I didn't know her name though.
I recognize her from Basic Instinct.
She kind of reminds me of Gina Davis.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I'm looking at her movies. I can't.
Oh, that's right. She was in The Firm. I forgot. We did that. We did that a while ago, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, like I said, she had a good little run in the 90s. I don't know, but yeah, she's a solid female actor.
Actress.
They actually prefer actor. I shouldn't say they. It has been preferred to just go actor as a general term for male and female, but I stick with actress so that it's specific, but I don't. You know, we try to be inclusive here, right, Jen?
I guess.
Whatever,
Hey.
Matt. You're spewing off a lot of bullshit.
I just saw a name here and I did not notice he was in this.
Okay, I was just about to say I'm looking at the cast right now.
Oh,
So
good,
Jack
'cause-
Black,
There it
Yeah.
is.
I
he's in this movie.
did not even recognize him at all if he's in this.
So his character's name is Piloto de Avion, which I'm assuming he was the pilot that dies.
Okay, I don't know
Weird.
what credit thing you're looking at.
Pilot
He's
of-
literally just the pilot.
It says
Aviation
Piloto de
pilot.
Avion.
It's just aviation pilot. He's just a pilot. He's just
But everything else is in English. Why is his?
I don't know.
Nick just said Piloto de Onion.
No, onion.
Onion. Are we doing
Piloto de
Arrested
Avion.
Development? Onion.
But yeah, no, I'm remembering him as the pilot who gets, speared, in the plane, right?
He survives. No, he's the one who's actually piloting that plane.
Yeah.
Oh, he survives.
It's the gunner is the one who gets speared.
Oh,
He's actually piloting
'cause
the
he was
plane.
in the front and the gunner was in the back, right?
Yes,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I do not remember seeing Jack Black at all.
2 scenes. He's in that plane. You don't recognize him. He's covered in all kinds of dirt and crap and everything. Like it's
Yeah.
pretty unrecognizable, but you can hear it in his voice.
Hmm.
I was looking
They're
for
all
him. I was
covered
like,
in crap.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't have any other mentions though.
Yeah, that's it for me.
Okay.
Oh,
Jen.
The floor is yours, Matt.
Please, let's not take like 30 minutes though.
It's not that many. So the girl who plays Enola, Tina Margarino, I know her. Like she showed up in a lot of things, especially when she was a child. She was in a lot of stuff in the '90s. But what I most recognize her from, and what I recently discovered she was in, is Napoleon Dynamite. She is Deb, the girl who's selling the bracelets, got the side pony and everything.
Oh my, that's her.
Caught you a delicious bass. That girl, that is the same girl from Waterworld.
Wow, I can
Um,
totally see it. She her face looks exactly the same. Yeah.
Hated that movie.
I want to say she's also in. I'm trying to confirm this right now. She did in Alice in Wonderland. I think she was in Donnie Darko. No, she was not. But yeah, so she's. I'm sure you've seen her in a few things, especially like when she was a kid. But huge shout out to her. She was great. I enjoyed her in this, but like all of the other roles and things that I'd seen her in, it was fun to like be. Oh yeah, her. So nice reminder of the child actor that she was. I also wanted to shout out character's name was Old Gregor, played by Michael Jeter. This is the guy who was working with Helen and Enola trying to escape. He had the
air balloon thing.
air balloon thing. You might recognize him as the bastard clown who hurt our boy Buddy.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Michael
Now that
Jeters.
you mention it.
yep.
He was doing something like an accent that I couldn't quite place. So he was kind of tweaking his voice a little bit, but you can still hear him. So yeah, shout out to him. You guys got Jack Black. I don't know who he actually was as far as like in the movie. I wasn't paying attention to names, but the character's name was Drifter, played by I think it's Kim Coates is his name. But I recognize him as the coach from Goon. So there's probably a few other things I might recognize him. It looks like he was in Sons of Anarchy, Bad Blood, Godless are his top ones on IMDb. But I recognize him as the coach from Goon. So shout out to a hockey movie because I gotta. And like I said, I think he's just playing kind of Drifter. Oh. He's sorry, it just clicked with me who he was. He's the guy who is trying to trade the paper for sex with Helen.
Rough day.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that guy. Shout out to that guy. Played a kind of a creep. Although he was pretty entertaining, I'll say.
We don't like that guy.
We don't like him, no, but it was entertaining character. Like I gotta appreciate, like, you got limited screen time with Costner, and you carried the screen. I mean, he said 10 words to you, and you were a full thing. So I enjoyed him as an actor in that scene, not the character, because he's a creep. It freaked me out. Okay, 2 more that I just want to shout out as actors. I don't think you'd recognize them from anything, like as far as on screen you would recognize them, but actors that we know. So this guy plays a character named, I'm guessing it's Jang, and I'm assuming it's because the D is silent. But the actor is Lee Ehrenberg, who I think most of us would probably recognize as one of the 2 pirates from Pirates of the Caribbean, the Hello Puppet, the bald guy who's like the mooring line. Like, I just hear him saying certain lines. But that guy, he was in this movie, Lee Ehrenberg. And I like him. I also associate him with Once Upon a Time on ABC, where he plays Grumpy. So he's in an episode of Friends. Guy shows up in random stuff. I just enjoy him as an actor. I think he's fun. He's good at being kind of like an angry person. So the character's name for this last one is Bone. The actor's name is Sean Whalen. Also appears in an episode of Friends, funny enough. But the movie that I think of him most from is That Thing You Do. And we did That Thing You Do. He's the character who's shows up at the restaurant. He's like their #1 fan. He's like, hey, I love you guys. Play That Thing You Do. We want to dance. We can't dance until you play a song. Like that guy. He's kind of the obnoxious fan. That guy, Sean Whalen. And I believe that's all I had written down. So yeah, those are my character shout-outs, my actor and character shout-outs.
30 minutes later.
That was not so long. Screw you.
Stop hating. That was good. All right, ratings. We're giving this one a 1.55 out of 5 stars.
Sorry,
So the best movie of the year.
No, believe it or not, it is not the worst movie of the year.
Oh, good. Okay, good. That makes me feel better.
There is one that is worse by 0.05. So it was rated a 1.5 out of 5 star.
Which of my picks was it?
No, this was Nick's pick.
Oh.
I don't remember it at all, and I rated it. It's a movie called Sabotage.
Oh, the Arnold Schwarzenegger one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, was that when he was like in the woods in the cabin?
Yeah, that was one of the scenes. Yeah.
And
Okay.
everybody was sabotaging each other.
I don't. What did I give it?
-5.
Okay.
All right. So there's that. And then here. Okay, Letterbox. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, Letterbox is 2.9 out of 5.
Ooh.
IMDb is 6.3 out of 10.
Mm.
And Roger Ebert is 2.5 out of 4 stars.
Wow.
Interesting.
What the hell, Raj?
Quote.
Fun.
Fun.
Sorry, I got a little angry. And I hit the wrong button in the effort to like mute myself, so I didn't go cussing out Raj. So my apologies. Please continue.
Roger Ebert quote, "The cost controversy aside, Waterworld is a decent futuristic action picture with some great sets, some intriguing ideas, and a few images that will stay with me."
I agree with that.
Quote, "But basically, the movie plays smoothly as a combination of chases, fights, bizarre locations, special effects, and the cold, distant, slowly thawing behavior of Mariner toward his passengers. I'll remember some of the sights in Waterworld for a long time. but I won't necessarily want to see them again.
Well, I think Raj and I agree for once ever.
I do like. I think that's a great way of like kind of describing how most people I think have responded to this movie. It's like you remember things. Like I when you get to it, I'm sure we'll talk about it. But like there are memorable things about this movie that you lock into, but they're not so memorable that you're like, I've got to see that again.
Yeah.
Yep. So fair enough, Raj. I think that's a fair.
I also love how he described Mariner, the cold, distant, slowly thawing behavior. That's exactly what it was.
Slowly thawing.
Yeah, like you could tell Mariner was warming up to his passengers as the movie progressed. But
I see.
it was a slow thaw. It
Yeah.
really, like, it's a really well way to put it. Which is better than I can speak half the time anyway. So, budget is 175 million.
Ooh, that seems high. That seems really high.
And worldwide gross was 264 million.
I'm shocked.
And this
I bet the trailer was like fucking badass.
This was a really problematic thing with the movie was the budget, like the cost of production to make this. It was a true headache for a lot of people, which I think I've got some facts, not a ton, but there were some issues with making this movie. This was the most expensive movie ever produced before Titanic.
Oh, well. Duh.
Wow.
And then Titanic came, and James Cameron says, "Hold my beer, let me show you how to make a movie cost a fortune."
Yeah, because 175, that's like today's normal budget.
I mean, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Costner and Reynolds.
Apparently, water cost.
Costner and Reynolds got into a huge fight, and Reynolds quit the project. Walked off and just was done. With that, Costner took over, including investing 22 million of his own money to help finish the movie.
Oh my god! Wow.
Wait, so Reynolds left, but is still credited as the director?
Yeah, I don't know how that's possible, but
well, you know, it did say on the credits at the end that Kevin Costner was a producer.
Yeah, I think he left. Maybe it was like during. It might have been like during the editing portion, where all the filming had already complete, and they were fighting about the editing stuff. I'm not sure what the details are. The floating set used up all the steel in Hawaii. So
wait, say that again.
The floating setup, or like the floating set, used up all the steel in Hawaii.
All the steel in Hawaii. I don't know what that means.
The metal steel that Hawaii had was purchased for
any like loose scrap metal
that
was available on the islands of Hawaii
to buy
used.
Wow.
Used to build that fort.
So who won the movie is Hawaii. It brought in more than $35 million during production.
Dang.
And because of that, that's probably why we pay the Hawaii prices today. I'm just kidding. But no, they really did bring in $35 million in revenue during production of this movie, which is that's insane.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Anyone want to guess what the biggest problem on set was?
Where how do we set up the camera?
Okay.
Swearing.
Like, how do we build something to put the camera on it so that we can film everything?
That's a great guess, but you're wrong.
Okay.
I feel like it'd be the sun.
Oh, lighting.
Because you're having to film out like how far out from Hawaii are they going, and that's like at that point now you have to pay attention to where the sun's hitting so that it's not creating like weird shadows and stuff on certain things, and like it has to look uniform as you're filming all this because you're just out on the ocean. There's nothing to like go off of, so your lighting has to be accurate.
Okay.
I'm assuming that's not it, but that would
That's
be my
not
argument.
it, but I like it. I like these guesses. Bart?
Scurvy.
Bart Simpson, go ahead.
Well, I don't know what you guys are talking about because I wanted to look up like why they why they fought. And did you guys want to know what they were fighting about or no?
Yes, my hand is up. I haven't answered to your question. Yes, go ahead, Jen. So I don't know what you're talking about, but this other thing.
Sorry. I can't look up information.
But I have things to
No, because when I remember they were like, that was a good guess. Okay, I was like, oh no, I'm screwed. I know what we're guessing on.
Go ahead, Jen.
go ahead. Spill the tea.
Okay. So there was a few of them, but the highlighted points was creative control. Costner wasn't just the star, he was also a producer with enormous influence. Reynolds wanted to direct the film his way, while Costner frequently pushed for changes to scene, dialogue, and the overall tone. And then the length and editing of the movie, Reynolds wanted it to be longer and more character driven, and Costner was like, no, let's cut it because it's long enough. And then just the overall production stress. But this movie like was like the reason why, like their friendship's over. They haven't worked together ever since. It's kind of sad. And there's a quote that Reynolds says like in interviews, Kevin Costner should only star in movies he directs. That way he can work with his favorite actor and his favorite director. Yeah, drama.
All right. Well, going back to the biggest problem on set, although you guys did have good guesses, it was actually something as simple as seasickness.
Yeah.
Yep.
I figured that's why I said scurvy at the end. I'm like, I don't know, maybe they just haven't had enough citrus and they're been out on the water too long. But
Things be rocking. Things be rocking. Waterworld script was inspired by Mad Max.
Oh.
Oh, and weren't you guys saying Mad Max on water?
Yep.
Wait, Matt, did you already know that fact, or was that just something that you thought of?
I mean, it's very likely something I've heard, seen, or it's been. I would guarantee it's been relayed to me before. But
Okay.
in this instance, yes, I was having the thought of my own. It is Mad Max on the water. But no, I can't consciously say that I knew it was.
Yeah.
Built off of that.
Okay.
This
Good.
this frightens me to no extent. The director's cut is roughly 300 minutes long.
Whoa.
Wow.
That's 5 hours.
That's 5 hours? Oh, that is 5 hours.
That's 5 hours.
5 hours? That's longer than a Snyder cut.
I want to know what's in those deleted scenes. If you've got another 3 hours of footage,
that's another movie. Just make a part 2.
At this point, I'm curious. I'm like, could you have turned this into a trilogy? Holy hell!
That's insane. That is insane.
3 more hours of this movie on the cutting room floor. I want to know what was cut. Like there's some detail in that.
And then lastly, it inspired a hit attraction at Universal Studios, which you can still see today.
Oh. Universal LA or Florida?
Yep.
LA. Mm-hmm.
Yep. It's a really cool show. I will say that. They have things that they have like all the stunt work on jet skis, flying airplanes over a wall. Like they really go all out in it. It's really cool.
It is super cool. I remember going to it when I was a kid, and I mean it's explosions. It's oh God. It's all of this practical special effects you could want in a live show. There's dialogue. They're talking to each other. Yep. People are fighting. People are being shot. People are being stabbed. There's fist fights. Jet skis. The plane. There's literally a plane that explodes over this wall. Like it's a really cool experience. At the end of it, we got to we got to meet some of the cast. So like one of the villains who's like this big scary dude. Like I literally twice, if Josh was standing on my shoulders, we'd be as tall as this guy, and just a big hulk of a man. And he was just messing with us. It was really cool. He was really fun, and they kind of stay in character, but they're still just playing around with you. It is a really fun experience, and the fact that they still do it is impressive to me. Again,
the fact that it's still an ongoing show at Universal Studios, because they'll hack things. You know, they'll be like, "Oh, this was a cool idea, but well, let's just move on and be done with it." You know, like, there's a King Kong. Mm-hmm. They had a King Kong attraction, and then they got rid of that. But movie comes out in 1995. It's 2026, and Waterworld attraction is still going. That's impressive.
Did the attraction start right after the movie, or like when did the attraction start?
Stand by.
I would think sometime in the 90s. Like I would guess if this movie came out in 95, by 98 it's at Universal.
So like at least 20 years.
October 21st, 1995.
Wow.
Immediately after?
They were ready for this.
They were ready.
Wow.
The Waterworld live stunt show officially opened at Universal Studios on October 21st, 1995.
October 21st. I wonder if when did the movie itself come out?
Well, you said it wasn't a summer blockbuster.
Well, it says tying in with the release of the
July.
film earlier that year. Whoa.
I guess that would make sense in the summertime for water. Yeah.
Yeah, it was released July 28th, 1995. So you said
how is
October?
How is it not a summer blockbuster at that point?
I think that was the intent.
It's a terrible movie.
But I'm just talking from like a dollar's perspective, and then the time of year.
I think that was the intent. This was supposed to be a summer blockbuster.
But you're saying it's not, right?
Because it failed. It's not a blockbuster if it doesn't make money.
Yeah.
Well, okay, but it made $100 million. Brian said
that's like barely. You made your budget back and doubled it. That's not like super successful. That's just we got our money back.
Well, no, he said the cost was $175 and they made $275. Would you say?
264. So just shy of 100 mil.
Oh, what's the okay? I guess the question then is what's the criteria for a summer blockbuster?
The fact that we are still talking about it and you were watching it.
No. I'm past this movie. I'm just talking about blockbusters in general. Like, what's the criteria to make a movie a blockbuster?
It's got to be a movie.
Dollars?
It comes out during the summer, obviously. It is extremely successful to the point where it is essentially selling out for the entire summer months. It's so because I think nowadays you basically get 2-month run of movies in a theater. It's released and it's basically in that theater for a month and a half to 2 months, right? So if it's released in July, it's gotta be the #1 movie basically throughout June and July.
Like until school starts.
Yeah,
right?
it's gotta be that one of that movie that people are watching and constantly going to go see. Go ahead, Brian.
A summer blockbuster is a high-budget, highly anticipated film released between May and Labor Day. Designed to generate massive worldwide revenue, these, quote, tentpole movies typically feature large-scale action, star-studded casts, state-of-the-art visual effects, a broad audience appeal to dominate the peak vacation season. AI summary.
Okay. Yeah.
So yes, I would say that was the design of Waterworld. But I struggle to call something a blockbuster if it doesn't actually bust the block, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
All right. So was that it on fun facts?
That's it, friends.
All right. Well, let's hop into the movie, and what better place to start than the very beginning? A very good place to start. And I am actually blanking on how this truly opens. I remember, let me see what I have, because I wrote it down. This, I really did. I like this. It starts off with the Universal logo, and then it slowly starts zooming in onto the Earth, and you can see the polar caps melting, the water becoming water, like filling over the, like, it becoming Waterworld. It becoming
the water
Waterworld.
becoming water.
Yes.
Oh, water.
Oh, water. Anyway, so I really liked that transition for like a Universal, brilliant. To have your logo immediately transition into that to get to the movie. I think that it's just a smart call.
I agree. That was really cool.
So that you get your little bit of narration and stuff and all of that. I think everything's kind of like fine and all. Like it's kind of a after that transition into Waterworld, everything's kind of just slow, a little bit like meh. I feel like this would have been a good opportunity to like really drop us into something intense. Instead, it's pretty tame with how things go. I think we're watching the mariner fish, like, and it's kind of tame until it is no longer tame, and we've got the chase sequence. We see the boat and stuff go. So I think it starts off a little bit slower than it should, but it's a good introduction to our characters. It's a good introduction to the world. But I think especially if you're going for a Mad Max sort of vibe, we need intensity. We need freaking rock and roll, man. Like, it's got to be explosions. Michael Bay should get his hands on this.
Wow.
I think
something Matt's never said before.
saying. Jen, I think you had your hand first and then Brian.
Yes. So I actually enjoyed the beginning of the movie.
So -9?
Yes. -9. I didn't say -10 out of 10. I said it was a -5, to be clear.
Well, then I want that adjusted in the scores.
But no, it made me look forward to it because like you're just seeing there's something about people like using, I guess, science, you can say, to survive out in the wilderness essentially. And I was like, I was looking for, I was like, wow, this is like very creative. Like he literally was recycling his pee. Like it sounds,
oh, that's right. It's just
like it sounds gross, but like I was like, that's like so smart, especially if you have no drinking water. Like what are you gonna do? You're gonna recycle your own pee, basically. And I was like, wow, this is so creative. And I was really excited. And then
I thank you for reminding me that was the first thing that we got of him, is him just peeing into a cup. Yeah, you're absolutely. I feel like that's it.
That's the very first thing. I'm like, okay, so it's this kind of movie, but it just went downhill from there. And like, I personally like slow movies. Like I like so, but even this for me, I was like, this is way too dragged on. In some scenes, it was just way too dragged on. I was like, we are still just fighting over nothing. And I feel like it's been an hour. But that's another conversation. Anyways, I would it's something, this is the one positive that I will give the movie was the intro, just because I thought it was very creative.
No.
Ryan, you had your hand up, but you don't want to go?
Yeah. It was kind of to continue what Matt was saying. In regarding to the intro, so I guess it kind of ties into our summer blockbuster conversation as well. This movie needed to start with showing us the natural disaster. So it's great. You're showing me the what am I trying to say? The ice caps are melting, and you're showing me like this computer image. Now bring me into the movie where I'm seeing the water, the damage that this is doing, where it actually shows, national landmarks that are just being wiped out by massive floods and things like that. That is what's going to hook. It's what's going to hook you. You're like, oh, this is what the world was, and now that the ice caps have melted, welcome to Waterworld. But by having that 5 minutes of pure chaos and flooding and natural disasters occurring, I think it's a much more interesting hook than what was given.
So kind of like 2012.
In a way, yes, yeah, but better because you can just do like it's the world. I mean, there's so many things that you can just flood and wipe out that would be like, oh wow, that's like crazy that so and so is now underwater, like Venice. Can you imagine just ice caps are melting, the city of water is now just in shambles,
The city of water is now covered in water. So yeah, my thoughts on this intro, I don't disagree with you guys, but there is something about the piece of how this movie starts. Like it starts with like a calm before the storm sort of thing. The storm being like, the whole raid and everything in the fortress and all that. But just kind of stopping by and checking out, like getting a sneak peek into Mariner's life, like his daily routine and what he does. And starting with the recycling of the pee, which I question because I thought I heard once that you can only do that one time before it starts to become toxic. So if that was in that instance, if that was a first recycle, okay, fine. But where is he getting his water from? I get the ocean's right there, but you can't just drink that. And I still question the legitimacy of resources in this movie. Where are they getting water from? Where are they getting gasoline from? Where are they getting materials from? Like, how did they build this stuff if all the land is covered? How did they build the stuff because they saw that the ice caps were melting and they were like, that ice cap, that water is gonna get here in 2 days. We got to build something now. Like, I have so many questions about this kind of thing. But I also do like the like tranquility that we see in the beginning with Mariner. He's like a lone wolf type of a guy. Does not interact with anybody else. He's he's doing his own thing, and then him getting wrapped up in other people's business is kind of like his obstacle in this whole movie. So I like seeing like the tranquil peacefulness that we see in him in the very beginning before like the shit hits the fan. Yeah, go ahead, Matt.
Yeah, I'll agree because like with him getting his slow start to the movie, we see him as like a very methodical and like a thoughtful person, honestly, because we see him doing his stuff. And actually, I guess to answer your question on the whole peeing thing, like I've heard that too about like once you recycle your pee, you can only do it the one time and then it becomes toxic because you're just recycling the same thing over and over again. But If I could argue that there's the science of like he's got whatever that like filtration system is that he has, perhaps it's better equipped and more evolved than the filtration systems we have now that would allow urine to be recycled longer. But it also seems like he's a traveler, so he's able to kind of survive differently. Like I like we find out later that he has a mutation that allows him to breathe in the water. So like he can breathe underwater. So in some aspect of his like makeup, his genetic makeup, he might have something that allows him to filter salt water better, so he can actually drink some sort of salt water. But he's also on his way back to like he's looking for a shop. He's looking for a place to make trade. So like he gets his water. And I believe like if you've got one of these large facilities, these floating fortresses, you probably have a way of where you can take the salt water and basically remove the salt from
desalinate.
Yeah, basically you can do the boiling, because it's still technically like a boiling process, right? Like you boil the water, keep the salt, and you just basically do this until all of the salt has kind of been removed from the water. It's just a long process. I've never done like a full thing of salt water.
I think it's just like a filter kind of thing.
But either way, like you have one of those larger facilities, I imagine it's a little bit easier to kind of create healthier water, or at least safe water. But the resources, you bring that up with this movie, I'm like, how do they have gas? How do they have all of these things? And like they don't fully answer those things, but I do like how they explain how with Deacon and all of that stuff is like they have a reserve of oil.
Right.
And they've apparently have a way of kind of processing that oil and using it to create gasoline and other things. So like it's they are able to kind of fuel their stuff. It's just funny to me that they waste it by driving a car on a freaking aircraft carrier. So it's why when you say that there's 3 hours of this movie that were cut out, I'm curious as to what this lore is, because it feels like this is a full world. And to go back to what Brian was saying about pulling us into the disaster of this movie, it would be interesting to, rather than just getting the Universal logo showing us the polar ice caps melting and the world being coated in water, seeing that happening and getting the narration of like, this is what happened to Earth, these are the things that it caused, and then a brief explanation of like, but those that were able to survive on boats and things like that, and oil rigs, you know, things like this that were out to sea that were designed to kind of withstand rising water levels, have found ways to live. And then we were dropped off with the Mariner and kind of seeing what life is like. And that's why like it's nice we get that moment that when he comes up and he finds the guy, the other fisherman, and he's like, I've got to trade you something. That's like, those are the rules and all of this. Like there's nothing's free in Waterworld. I really loved that quote. Because it shows that like they have this system of like, it's a harsh world and nobody just gives anything for free.
It's a barter system.
Yes, but like if somebody's giving you something for free, there's a reason. Nothing is free. Nobody's that nice in Waterworld because everybody has to survive.
Yeah.
So,
although I do love the moment in that when we see the clip, the clip of the arms taking the lemons off of the bush, but we're led to believe that it's Mariner, and then
definitely not.
Oh, I totally thought it was.
No, not me. That gave freaking the Grinch stealing sugar plums from people's dreams a little pluck 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 pluck. Like hell no. Like if you're gonna show it,
I thought that like
no.
I didn't think that at the time. I was just like, I just thought, oh, because all I had seen was just Mariner so far. Like I didn't really notice anybody else up until then. And then when I see him picking off the limes or the lemons, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's just him harvesting his own plant. And then when I see that the tradesman guy, like he has his limes, and then it cuts back to Mariner and like looks at the tree real quickly and like he's like, oh my god, you know, like that. I don't know. I thought that was well played. Maybe I just wasn't smart enough to catch it.
Well, there's a reason they don't show us who's taking the limes off. Also, he was
Yeah.
clearly protecting that thing. Like he didn't want to. Didn't want to harvest it yet.
Yeah.
Because I like you said lemons, and I agree, but they're green, so that tells me that like they're not ripe yet. So those.
I thought they were
not ready.
limes.
Because they were green, but the size of them and shape, I'm like, those are lemons.
Yeah. Like Jen's got her hand up.
Yeah. So there was something with the whole trading aspect that it made me think. I was like, these people, I think they value like trading so much because I feel like it's like their last pieces of humanity that they have. Like for me with these characters, I feel like they once knew of a regular world of it being with land and everything, and they were put into this world of water, and they, you know, something happened, they survived it, but they still recognize like what crayons are, they still recognize those magazine clippings, and I think that's why trading it's not so much for survival but just that connection to remain who they were, like humans.
Keeps it human, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and obviously there's no money in this too, so the only thing of value is what you own.
Yeah.
And I think it seemed like
Wait,
there was
those chits.
That's like that payment would only make sense within that community.
Oh.
Because like you take chits anywhere else, and it's like, what is this?
I see.
It means
It's not like
nothing.
a Waterworld currency.
Not that was made clear to me. Because to me, you go into this place, they have their own money system, and it's like you're trading this dirt for this much of our currency, so that you can purchase supplies from us.
Right. Yeah.
So it's that's kind of how it's like with what's the like Fallout or whatever, right? Where you've got like the bottle caps as your currency. Same kind of
I never
thing.
played Fallout.
I just know of it. I've never played either. But yeah, it makes sense that they have this barter system, but because you only have what you own, and that's where your value comes. Is like the things that everything you have on your boat is precious to you, and like you're only getting other things so that you can trade those for the things that you need. And I think stuff that's like art, creativity, so like crayons and things like that, where it has that connection you're saying to the past. The reason those things are so important is because they don't have access to any of those things anymore. Like there's no paper because there's no way to make paper. They don't have like there's no way to make art. I don't think we even saw a single person actually playing an instrument. Like he used a harmonica as kind of an alarm system, it seemed like, but I don't remember anybody playing music in this movie. So like essentially the arts have been lost, but it's made them so coveted because it means that it's a special thing. And it's like you said, it's that connection to the past. All right. Well, I think we beat the intro to death. Does anybody have any memories they want to hop into? Nick had to stand up. His legs were getting tired.
Yeah,
He
Nick
needed
for
some blood
president.
flow.
My watch told me to stand up, so I'm standing up.
Yeah. Does anybody have any memories?
I have one.
Yeah, go ahead, Jen.
So I think well, yeah, no, my memory changed because when I was watching the movie, I was like, oh, this will be my memory, but I don't know what it was. But this new one is my memory, and it's, oh my gosh, that poor guy down in like that oil pit, and it's when he dropped, it's towards the end, like, but when he drops that flare, but the guy is like, oh, thank God. It's like, that is the saddest thing ever.
Yeah. I clocked that too. I felt so bad for him.
Yeah, but then I also kind of felt happy for him because he just looked relieved. But how sad that like death is a relief. Yeah, it's a little confusing, mixed
Yeah.
emotions.
Well, that poor guy was trapped in that tank and like just breathing oil fumes his entire life. God knows if they're giving him actual like food and stuff or how they're feeding him, but that dude is just trapped down there. He hasn't seen daylight in God knows how long, losing his mind. I'm like, yeah, I think I'd be praying for death too. Shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just have a comment on that memory, because I had this thought throughout the whole movie. So many of these people are living such a poverty, like low quality of lifestyle, and it's like, at what point do you just call it quits? And the only thing that I could think that's keeping them alive is just the fact that they have some kind of a community. Like there are children and family members and stuff that are like, they're the only reasons why anybody else is staying alive. Because I don't know, if I was by myself in this kind of a world, I don't think I'd want to be alive. Like it sounds rough, especially when you know of the kind of life that was before, So I don't know. I questioned the whole. Maybe it's like too real of a thing that the movie doesn't really dive deep into at all. But yeah, it's just the living conditions in this water world just don't seem very ideal at all.
Nick, it's not rough. It's choppy.
It's choppy life.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jen.
Go ahead, Jen.
Yeah, I actually had that same thought as watching this. I was like, man, I would not want to live this at all. But I do think another thing that is keeping them going, yes, they have the community, but unfortunately, like, we know it's a big fat lie, but these people are hearing about this hope of dry land, and they have that hope off in the near distance, unseen for sure, but they have that hope, and I think that's what's really driving them forward. Also, did anyone else think they made it to the Great Valley?
Oh, 100%. I was like, this is the land before time.
Exactly like the Great Valley. I was like, and we're back.
I was just about to say something about it. But yeah, I think it becomes like that fight or flight, right? I don't know if you would want to, like, how difficult would it be to raise a child in this situation, right? Like you said, all of these people are fighting to survive every day. The only way you're getting even close is by being in one of these communities. And as you can see, just because you have a walled up community and some protection does not guarantee any sort of safety. I mean, hell, they ripped into that place with that freaking that freaking machine gun they had. Like, holy hell.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I think it'd be the hardest thing, is like wanting to actually like raise a child in this environment, but like surviving, like that's all you can do is survive. And I think most of these people have been raised in this environment, and it's all they can do. Like, it's the name of the game is not live, it is survive, and go until you can't. What are your other options? And I'm sure there's probably a lot of people who do take the route of like, I'm just gonna let the sea take me.
Well,
or worse.
And there was a quick moment where I was genuinely shocked that people were even thinking this way. But it's that one scene when that mother was like, "Please don't leave yet. We just want your seed." I'm like, why are you trying to repopulate? Like you are dwindling down. Like there's this ocean's not going back down to its regular levels.
What was
at least
weird
not
too,
in your guys' lifetime,
Yes. What I thought was weird too was also she's already pregnant. Like, why are you trying to like sell off this girl who's already pregnant? Like,
but she was already pregnant?
They said that, yeah.
Oh.
So it's like, why would I want to take on another person and have like a baby on the way. Like I'm already struggling. I don't understand the thought process of it all.
Yeah.
I think
I think-
they. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead, Jen.
I should have raised my hand.
I should have too.
No, I think that wasn't to be taken literally. I think that was to test Mariner. Because they even mentioned it's like, what man would reject, like, say no to a woman?
What
if he's
sailor's
been-
out to sea and doesn't want to have?
Yeah, and doesn't. And so I don't think it was supposed to be like, I don't think it was supposed to be like they really wanted him to do that. I think it was like a test. That's how I took it.
Which
a
is
test for
Of
like,
his
payment, or-
of his humanity, of like who this person is, because like he's a complete foreigner to them, but he's strong.
No, they were testing to see if he was human or not. Correct.
I think they were
so.
testing to see if he was a good person or not. Like, because like
Yeah.
who did we just let into our walls? And what I think is interesting is because if they let him in, they let him leave, and he goes and tells bad people where they're at, and now they're in danger. So I think that's what they're looking for, because they're the elders and they're here to protect the community. So I think that's what it is. They're testing to see if he's someone that's like, is this a merchant who like he can come back and trade with us and we can trust this person, or is he going to kind of give away our secret and put us all in danger? And the fact that they're like, hey, you should have sex with this hot young thing, and he's like, no, I'm good. Like, that's suspicious. So they test him, and then that's how they discover him. Like, oh, he's a mutant. That's even worse for some reason.
All right.
So I didn't necessarily clock the girl as a test, but it definitely lends itself to be one. What other memories we got? I'm just gonna say this one. That whole, I can't remember what the name of the fort was, but that first fight scene where they're coming through and like it's the jet skis going over the walls and machine guns, explosions, blah blah. That is the Universal ride, or the experience, the show. That is it. You're just like, you're the fourth wall in that scene. So
Yeah, I think that's gonna lead into my memory of this movie. Is I was like, how fucking cool are these jet skis and like wakeboarding, stunts? Like, I've never seen like that sort of, like, kind of what Brian was saying earlier. I've never seen that kind of stunt work in a movie setting like this. It works. Like, it's a lot of fun. It's action packed. It's fast paced, and it was just really cool. That's gonna be my memory.
I think we should have got more of it though. It wasn't enough. To me, it was like, this is your bread and butter of your movie right here. The more you show of this stuff, the more people are going to get hooked. And I think we got maybe one or two scenes of it in a 2+ hour movie. Like, come on, like, we needed more. We needed much more.
Go ahead, Jen.
I disagree with that.
Well, you're wrong.
This is one of the things I was like, this is never ending. Like, these guys are still here. They're still ramping that same ramp. Like, I was so over it. I was like, who is gonna end this fight already? Like, this is so stupid. So no, I disagree. I think it was way too long.
All right.
I don't want to say, so this is where I kind of agree with you, Jen, but I don't want to take anything away from this scene. I think it's fine as far as length and everything goes. What I want more from it is like those little bits of dialogue. Like, you've got the panic of I'm going to call him the clown because I cannot remember what his name was in this, but our guy with the balloon who's like, oh no, I've accidentally activated this thing. I can't stop it and it's taking off. We have to get on. Gregor. So yeah, so you've got him, you've got all of his stuff with Helen and Enola going on of like, oh, we've got to go into this, like there's so much, I don't want to call it comedy, but like the drama that could be happening here that's also kind of leading into the action and everything, that it kind of feels comical in a way. I think it just makes the scene more fun. But lean into this stuff. Not to mention you've got the Mariner who's trapped in the cage damn near the entire time. By the time he gets out, he does like 2 sick moves, and then he's like, all right, we got to get the boat out. Like, if you're going to extend anything, get Mariner out of the cage faster, get him killing pirates sooner, and get him killing a lot of them. Because watching that guy operate a boat, I'm like, freaking insane. Like, this is a man who knows his machine. He knows what he's doing, and he's smooth with it to the point, like, he's just got this. And I really like the moment where he's trying to get through the gate and it's like, oh, it's not going to get through. And then he gets stuck and he's just like, you guys are taking too long. Boom. Just elevators himself right up. Boom. Gets the thing going. And the jump, the backwards jump into the sail to just like make it back down to his boat. I'm like, freaking bad. And not this. And kudos to Costner on this and like the editing of it all. At no point is there any hesitation. He just like, it's go. It's go, go, go. And
it was very Indiana Jonesy at times.
Yeah, I would have wanted more of this, where we get Mariner doing Mariner things, and Brian, like you were saying, of like we get 1 or 2 of these, we get this fight scene, and then we get it at the end when he's on the I think it's what is it? It's got to be like a shipping, like what do you call it where they have like the shipping containers? Is it a shipping barge?
Yeah, I thought it was like an oil rig.
It's presumably it's got a freaking tank of oil underneath it, right? So, but it's got like the Connex pins and stuff on top, so it seems like it's storage stuff. But either way, like those are the only big moments where you get like the really cool action scenes out of this, and there should have been more. There should have been better ones going on, but we still get some good ones. I'm not complaining. Go ahead, Nick.
Yeah, another memory I have is when Mariner's trapped in that cage and it's being slowly sunk into that orange turmeric water or whatever it's called.
Mud?
That legitimately, not just for the character, but for Kevin Costner, looked really scary. Because it looks like he's trapped in this. Like maybe it's open on the bottom end of it so that he could like easily get out. But he still had a top and 4 sides around him as that thing was going down, and it really looked like he was, as the character, struggling to get out of that, and even as the actor, trying to act like you're about to die, but when it could really, get trapped under something like that. It was reminded me of Danny DeVito in Always Sunny, like when he almost dies in that water tank, because he couldn't like get out fast enough or something.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, there was a fun fact about that, and it reminded me of that, and I was like, man, like these water tank stunts are, especially if you're not a stuntman, like Danny DeVito, not a stuntman. Kevin Costner, I believe, is not a stuntman. So for them to do thumbs up. For them to do these kinds of stunts, it's really terrifying to me. So yeah, that was definitely an image. It's more of like an image memory that I have with this movie.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think if I have any other memories. Brian, have we gotten any memory from you?
No, I'm trying to think. I mean, the water, obviously.
When you think of Waterworld, what do you think of?
The movie that has nothing but water all around. Oh, and then you know what? It's when the other really cool thing is when Mariner brings, what is girl's name? Helen?
Helen's the older, like the woman,
mom.
and then Enola.
Yes. When Mariner brings Helen underwater to see the sunken city. And that device that he puts her in, where it's just like the common, like I swear so many movies and TV shows have done it, where if we put something upside down, it creates an air pocket. You know, it's like obviously the one that I think of the most is Pirates of the Caribbean.
It's either their madness or brilliance.
Yes, exactly. But it's like that air pocket, and you know, it's the same thing. You got that air pocket, but she also has like this helmet around her where she can see everything. That was a pretty cool, like, cool idea, cool visual, cool everything.
You made the comment earlier about how in the beginning, like, you should have seen some landmarks, you know, like get overtaken or destroyed.
Mhm.
I had this thought during this scene. Like, I kind of wish that they had stumbled upon, maybe not necessarily like New York City or like Paris or something, but you know, like the Golden Gate Bridge or the Louvre, or you know, I don't know, something that's like not so like top tier worldly renowned,
Well,
but that most people would recognize.
the Golden Gate Bridge would be wiped out in like seconds. You would have to see like it sunk in on the ground, I guess.
That's what I'm saying. Not fully standing up, but
Yeah.
like you know, fallen over on its side. But
Yeah.
but the actual architecture of it, you could still recognize it,
Mhm.
you know, as the Golden Gate Bridge. So I would have liked to have seen like that sort of thing during this underwater scene. You know.
Underwater Vegas would have been cool.
Oh, well, maybe that would have been too on the nose because, like, what are the odds? Like, what are the odds of them actually being over Vegas? You know?
It's the Bellagio. I don't think we're gonna see the fountain show anymore.
Oh, look, it's Universal Studios where they do the movie here.
Oh, sunken Disneyland. That would be insane.
Oh, dude. Oh. Yeah, that would be spooky.
Yeah.
Mm.
Are you eating cookie dough?
I guess about them. I'll be right back.
Are you judging me?
No.
Yes, you are.
You know what I saw in this store yesterday? I think it was just yesterday. Flaggers.
Flagger.
Flaggers are out.
Yep. This is the season.
Yup. You're muted.
What are flaggers?
Like the Pillsbury place and bake cookies, but they have like the little American flag on them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Just the sugar cookies and the little.
Yeah. But they're
Gotcha.
called they call them flaggers.
Because they got the flags on them. Makes sense.
Of course.
Yeah. All right. I had to rewatch the scene of them going underwater to the city. I had a thought there for a second where it's a donut place in LA. I think it's like Randy's Donuts or something. Like, it's the place with a giant donut on top of the building.
Yeah.
I thought that there might have been a reference to it, like that it might have been the landmark that you see in there, because it looks like there's a giant donut, but I can't tell if it actually is that thing or not. It looks like it has some words on it, but it would be interesting if they did have actual landmarks, like you guys are saying. Like it just, if they just show something that is recognizable to anyone, where it's like, oh,
Right.
because it's like with Planet of the Apes, right? The big reveal, spoiler alert for anybody who's seen Planet of the Apes, where it's like it's the Statue of Liberty, and it's like, oh my God, I'm on Earth. Like, yeah. You're on Earth. Like, it's show us that, not because we're surprised. Like, we know we're on Earth. We have all of the stuff that remind us that this is there's pop culture down there. We see pieces of it.
Yeah.
Like, but if you were to put us somewhere on the map, like just to land, like this is all water. We have no context where we're at, and they have English speaking and whatever. I can't remember what he said. The mix of language.
Portuguese.
Portuguese.
What if they're traveling? Like you get this structure in the distance, and it's like a blurry vision, and they keep going and they keep going and they get closer and closer. All of a sudden, us as watchers, we're watching what that is, and you're trying to guess. You keep going. it's fucking Big Ben.
Mhm.
They're like swimming right down near Big Ben now. You know, it's like one of the
Yeah.
most like in clocks in the world, and it's now thousands of feet underwater,
Mhm.
just chilling. You know,
Yeah. So
it would have been cool. It would have been really cool.
Sorry. These windows are hella janky. Ugh.
just making so much noises in here. He's ripping ass over there. He's blaming the windows. He's farting. He's farting. That's why he's opening the windows. Ah, I see. I see.
I was trying to use the sound to mask my own fart sounds.
Yeah. Just with all of this stuff, I think it would be really interesting to know what the actual depths are, right? Because we know we know essentially all of land has been covered. So, I mean, if that means like we're guessing as far as depths go, like we're going to the highest point.
Right.
Like,
You got to have an effort.
Like Everest is covered. Like that's an insane amount of distance between surface of this water and any civilization. So you put that stuff into context, and this guy is swimming down to the city, right? Like,
Right.
how is that possible? Well, that's super far for him. The part that I like, he's got gills. He's a mermaid. I don't care. He can do whatever he needs. But for Helen to make it down there in her little air bubble, I'm like, you're forgetting about water pressure.
Pressure. I was gonna question it.
Like
Did pressure not exist anymore?
like and again, like for this, we really have to suspend science.
Yeah.
But it's how else do you you can't. You have to take somebody down there to be like, I saw it. It is real. There's the city down there. Like it's there. It's there.
Also, CO2. She's constantly breathing out CO2. Like she's gonna run out of oxygen
Yes.
in that little air bubble.
Eventually, yes. So hey, you have to suspend science to some degree on this stuff, but I do think it would be really interesting to hear what like the lore and the deep dive of like the real science behind Waterworld.
Speaking of the faux science, there was one moment in particular I was like, ooh, I really want to know Brian's opinion on this. I can't remember exactly where the movie is, somewhere in the middle, but it's when Mariner and Helen are they're getting attacked by the smokers or smokies or whatever they're called, and so they jump off of his boat and then they go like in the water, and he tells her to like go under, and she's like, oh, well, I can't breathe or something. I can't breathe under there, and he's like, oh, I'll provide it for you or something like that, and then so they go under the water. And then he just, first of all, he's getting a free makeout session with her. But
Go for it.
but
Kid.
yeah, but the thing is, and we've talked about this before, Brian. He's literally just breathing CO2 into her lungs. Like she's barely getting any oxygen from him. Unless if like mermaids have special.
No, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm trying to remember the percentage, I believe if breathing air into somebody or breathing air out, I believe we exhale 21% oxygen, if I remember correctly.
21%?
Yeah. So it's not all CO2. It's mostly CO2, which also, in case, a little fun fact for all you science nerds out there, if you guys wanted to know, or if you guys didn't know, we don't breathe to get oxygen. Did you know that?
No.
We breathe to get rid of carbon dioxide.
I feel like I've heard that before.
That's why we breathe. It's not it's not, oh man, we need to get the oxygen. It's like, no, we need to get this carbon dioxide out of us. That's what triggers the body to breathe.
So then even more to my point then, if we're exhaling 21% oxygen,
Mhm.
and if Helen is trying to get rid of carbon dioxide that she can't get rid of, he's putting 80% carbon dioxide into her.
Yeah.
Like she's not gonna survive that long. Like 21% oxygen is not enough.
It might be different because of the fact that he's
Mutated.
got gills, you know. But
Oh, maybe he's like absorbing water oxygen and like turning it into air oxygen and putting it in her. That was my science.
You don't know, Cheeky. You haven't experienced that in your medical field.
the person that's got gills coming out of their ears.
Yeah. Anyway.
So yeah, let's not lean on the science too hard on this one, but
No, definitely do not lean on the science.
Oh, no, it's fun to talk about.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I like the justification of like why they have gas and all of this stuff, and like because it's the bad guys on their barge on the carrier or whatever. They're fun. They're interesting. It's the most Mad Maxy part of it all, where they have the power, right? They've got weapons, ammunition, and gas, so they can just overpower anybody. So it's a bunch of idiots with guns,
right?
And like that, they're a lot of fun, and to allow those types of characters to exist, to where like the bad guys are overpowered, it makes for really interesting and entertaining fights. I mean, these guys are so confident. The biggest question I had for them is how are they getting cigarettes, and how can they chain smoke as much as they do and not run out of cigarettes? Where are they getting all this? And they've got tobacco and vodka. Like it, I wonder what kind of stores.
Jack Daniels, we see it.
These guys must have had like a crazy amount of stored food and goods and things that they had on this ship that has just allowed them to survive and overpower people for forever, because they're only now starting to like really deplete their supplies and enter dangerous territory. Go ahead, Nick.
I think you said this earlier, Matt. I really want a prequel to this movie. I really want to see how they came about, because I feel like we kind of got thrown into the middle of all of this. Like, yes, in the beginning they did that little animation of like bleep bloop, it happened, now we're there. I want to see the actual like thought process and timeline of how they managed to get the resources. How long did it take to build these things? When were they notified that, or when did they see that all of these ice caps were melting? Was it over years? Did it happen in a day? Did it happen, across a generation of time? How did they store all this stuff, and how do they ration out all of these supplies? And like, how long have they been living this lifestyle for? And I think, and of course you could still have some plot, and it doesn't have to be like a 2012 movie, but you can still have some kind of plot with some villain. But all of everything that I just said can be essentially like environmental world building to give context.
Well, if you do exactly what they did with Mad Max, where if you see the first I think it's Mad Max, and then it becomes the Road Warrior is technically 2. Either way, in the first one you're just kind of thrown into things, but in the prequel, like if you did something like this, and we're still, hell, you could still make it a sequel at this point with the Mariner, just follow his story, but if you use him to just kind of put him in a singular location, have one of those floating cities, but like an actual floating city, and now he's either working or protecting within this, and then there's another bad guy and stuff, like use that to establish all of the information we need within this world. Like, what are the factions? How do people operate? What are the languages? How do these things work? Like, it doesn't have to be slow and boring information like this movie has drawn out the stuff and left a lot for interpretation, but throw us into this chaos world of we've got guns and ammunition and we're trying to survive off of our own pee. Like it's go for that. Give us all of that stuff and really build out this world. and keep it entertaining. It's been done. You can do it again. And the Mariner's a really interesting character to follow. In any point in his life, it's something interesting. You know that this guy has a past of being abused by humans because he's a mutant. He avoids them. He knows to be cautious. He's trying to find shoes so that he can cover up his feet. He probably had shoes at a certain point and lost them because he gets captured and harassed and people steal stuff. So, like, there's a lot of detail. There's a lot of things with his character you could build out this world and keep it fun, keep it interesting. Hell, the last Mad Max movie, he's completely silent. You got what's his face? Bane. I'm blanking on his actual name right now. Tom Hardy is in the entire movie, and I think maybe says 2 words. Like, you could do this. You could do this with Waterworld, and hell, bring Kevin Costner back. I don't know. God, now I'm gonna ask the sad question because these days I never know. Costner's still alive, right?
Yes.
Thank God. Bring Costner back. He was in a Superman movie not too long ago. He could do this. Yeah. All right. Are we jumping around scenes and everything? Like, we've hit memories and all that, but what do we got? I know, Brian, you said you didn't have notes or anything. I have very little notes. But yeah, is there anything you guys wanted to talk about?
It's not a scene. Well, I guess in a way it's multiple scenes.
Okay.
But it's the way Mariner uses his boat.
Yeah.
It was really entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
Just how well he knew his boat. Just the ins and outs of it, flipping this, flipping that. Okay, I need this to take down someone down. Like, it was really, really cool with all the like I said, the I can't even think of the words, but the boat stuff.
the mechanisms.
Yeah, I guess
okay.
The boat stuff.
The boat stuff.
The boat stuff.
Yeah, I really enjoyed all of that stuff too, because it showed that, like, not only was this a good boat, it was a designed and intentional boat. I mean, he kept coming up with more and more secrets. Like, he had a whole freaking what would you call it? Like a kite sail to just basically, like, I've got my master sail and that's my secret weapon that I pull out of nowhere so I can get the speed that I need. Oh, and I need an extra boost. Boom. Here's another sail that I shoot out that gets higher, stronger winds that pulls me even faster and gets me away from, like,
yeah, it was like a parasail.
Yeah, the level of detail that went into the design of his ship was incredible, but how he used it as well. Like, I don't know what the boat, like the sailboat racing, I guess, is technically what it is, but like when he got into those moments where he's just leaning on the side of the boat, getting that weight so that it tilts and it lifts the right way, and he can make a tighter turn and do these things. Like, it was really impressive to watch him maneuver his boat, and watching everybody see him do it and just constantly baffled of, like, holy shit, how do you stop this guy? Go ahead, Nick.
I loved the I want to say parkour, but just like the acrobatics that he would do to jump around the boat and all of the cranks and the shafts and everything that he's moving around. And there was one moment that I was very impressed by, and it would be even more impressive if he truly did this by himself. But it's a moment when he's trying to get the boat to essentially turn, or I guess like spin around or something to avoid some enemy, whatever. And he tells Helen and Enola to get on one side and like sit in this like net chair kind of thing that like folds open, and then Mariner gets on. He like hangs on to it, and it does like one of those like those side planks.
Yeah.
Where like he's holding it and he becomes horizontal and like lifts his leg and he's completely horizontal.
Oh yeah.
And that little, it's all core and upper body and it's entire body to get yourself to do that kind of side plank thing.
Yeah.
Like that little bit of a lift with his legs was like enough to accomplish what he wanted to do. And I really hope he did that on his own without any kind of like strings and stuff. But that was just a super cool like maneuver, I guess, that he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and
But that was to avoid the nets, right?
yes.
Yes, yeah, it was like avoid the enemy nets. Yeah.
Yeah, and I love it because he avoids on that one, and it's like pretty flawless. He screams at Helen to do whatever, and she's like, "What?" And he goes, "It's too late. Get over here!" Or like it's just like you're too slow. You move like we gotta keep moving for the next avoidance. And like they're just a little bit slow. They kind of get caught, and he's like, "Come on, come on!" Puts a little extra weight on, and it drops the netting on them, and then the guys end up crashing into each other because it's messed them up. He sets that second sail off, and he's off to the races.
Yeah.
It was just brilliant. I the moments where he just like hits his pulley and it yanks him up and everything. It was great to watch. I think the scene where Jack Black what was it, pilot
Piloto de avión.
yes. So crazy. But yeah, when Jack Black shows up in that scene and like it's circling around and the cable is like it's messing up the sails and everything, and it's destroying all the stuff. Like seeing the chaos and him trying to maneuver his boat the way that he knows it to work, but because of this problem that's created, things don't work properly, and he has to pivot and come up with other ways. Like now I've got to climb up the thing. He gets up there, and I don't know why, but the fact that when the line gets cut and he just gets thrown from that mast, and he's got to be 60 feet in the air.
Yeah.
And he's just flying and then hits the water. And you're like, oh, fuck. I love that detail, though, because you see the pilot is trying to shoot the cable, but because he's circling the boat and he's missing the cable, the shots are heading towards the boat. And it seems like he's shooting at the Mariner, but in reality, he's just trying to free himself. So everybody's trying to get out of this situation, but they just keep making it worse and worse and worse for themselves. I kind of like the chaos of it all. There was a race. Who was it?
I think it was me first. I had like a second. I want to give props to Helen for the one shot. Like she nailed that shot. What are those guns called? Like fish
Harpoon?
hook, spear gun, harpoons.
Harpoon gun.
She shot that harpoon, and she lined it up perfectly. Like, 'cause you got one chance, right? You know, maybe two if she can like reel it back and reset herself. But I don't know where she got her marksmanship, sharpshooter skills, but she's got them. So yeah, go ahead, Brian.
One of the ongoing themes of the movie that I liked is how they made Mariner incredibly good at getting out of situations. Like to the where it's like, oh, clearly you're the smartest person in the room. You definitely know how to take a look at a situation, analyze it real quick, and then you have your escape plan, you know? And there's some really good ones. Like the one, I forgot how he did it, but he ends up using the machine gun that was once going against everybody. He ends up using it to where now, oh, I remember, he uses his boat and he shoots the magnet thing, or I think it was a magnet. I don't know what it was.
It's the same harpoon that they use on the plane.
Oh, that was a harpoon. Okay. Oh, yeah, it was a harpoon. Yeah, you're right. And he uses that, and then he's using his boat to physically turn the machine gun that was one pain in the ass, now actually using it to his advantage. And it's pointing right at all the bad guys, including Dennis Hopper, Deacon, including where Deacon is, and they get blown to smithereens. And I'm like, now that's how you get out of a situation when you can't get rid of the machine gun.
Yeah. I really like that scene too. I thought that was super badass.
But yeah, and then, Matt's already unpacked some of them where he's like cutting rope and shooting up top. And then it was like, I think it was when he was trying to help the girls and everything and throwing the girls down. and it's just the really, really good use of, or just really good escape artists, and not panicking, and that it was a common theme throughout the movie, which I'm glad that they kept, because it was really entertaining, because it was like, oh, how's Mariner going to get out of this one, you know?
You bring up the harpooning the machine gun boat and turning it and blowing up the Deacon and everything.
Yeah.
I love this scene. I love this moment where Deacon he's beginning to panic. He's like, why is that gunman still firing? And like, he's like, but the whole tone of this whole scene of like, signal that guy to stop shooting. He's gonna shoot at us. Yep, he's shooting. Okay, well, later, guys. Like, he's oddly calm about everything.
Yeah.
While still panicking and realizing the like stress of the situation. And I think that's what I love about this character is like, this is the moment where we're really introduced to him and we see how unhinged he is.
That's what I love Dennis Hopper, though, and what he brings to role, like that calmness that he can bring. It just, who does it better?
It kills me because he's talking to the people to flag him down. It's like, who is that guy? Is it Chuck? Chuck? Or maybe he goes by Charlie. Hey, Charlie. Like, he's just like, he's cracking jokes about this guy's name as he's realizing he's about to get shot and this boat's about to explode. He's making these jokes and like, this is perfect. This is so good. And then the next time that we see him, it's the aftermath of this, and he's gotten shrapnel in the eye and everything. And everything about this eye, he should be like so like pissed off or in pain or all this, and like he's just whatever. I lost my eye. Like he's making jokes about all of this stuff, and it's just I love that it's established before he becomes the crazy villain. He's already nuts. Then they just make him look scarier and more nuts.
Yep.
And Hopper just comes through. So I really do. I love that moment when he's like, who is that gunman? Is it Chuck? Maybe he goes by Charlie. Hey, Charlie. It kills me. Trying to see if I've got any other I don't have a ton of like scenes and stuff. I did have one moment. When we're back on Deacon's ship and they're starting to drive the car. Did you catch the song that was going through?
I might have flagged it, but I don't remember.
I don't think it's specifically called this, but it's the Blues Brothers theme song kind of a deal.
Oh.
I like I said, I don't think that's the actual song. It's I wish I could think of the name of it. Never mind. But it's playing, and all I could think of was the Blues Brothers driving, and they get to a stoplight, and the music stops, car stops. They get going, and then the song, they start driving, the song starts playing again. That's all I could think of happening throughout this scene. But I was just a fun, weird little needle drop that I noticed. It was like the Blues Brothers. Okay. Which does make sense. It is Universal, if I'm not mistaken. So,
have any of you seen Escape from New York?
No.
I've only seen Escape from LA.
Escape. Okay. In a way, the vibe of this movie gave me a lot of Escape from New York vibes too. Because that's with Snake, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I don't know. And I think it was more of, I got the Escape from New York vibes more on Deacon's side of things. Because and I think what it really boiled down to was like the misfits getting together and forming a colony, you know. And then even this one had like, again with the car, it's like a image that definitely is rent free in my head. It's like this Cadillac or like this old school vehicle, and it's got chandeliers on the outside of it, and it's driven by the Duke, and it's like this whole thing is going on. But yeah, I was
Escape from New York.
Yeah.
Oh man, okay.
Yeah. So I was just, if you haven't seen it, then there's really not much of a discussion here if I'm the only one that saw it, because all I can do is just tell you guys about it. But
Well, and I remember Escape from L.A., so I remember those sort of vibes that it gives off, like that dystopian future.
right.
I see what you mean.
Well, also, I mean, the premise of Escape from New York is the world has become so bad, especially the New York Manhattan area, that they have turned that into a secluded area that the bad people are just, that's where they live.
It's essentially a prison, a living prison.
It's a city-sized prison. And we don't deal with them. It's up to them. And if I remember, they somehow got a president and of some kind, and they need to try to get the president out, and that would be Snake's mission to do so. It's a very interesting movie. I'm drawing a blank on the actor who plays Snake. It's
Kurt Russell.
What?
Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell. Thank you. I was gonna say Russell Crowe, but I'm like, that's not right.
Nah, Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell Crowe.
Long hair and an eye patch.
Yeah. Yep.
God, he is the most random character. Like the way that he looks and the stuff that he does in those movies, I was like, it doesn't make any sense seeing you do this. Because again, I haven't seen Escape from New York, but in Escape from L.A., he is surfing at one point. Like I can't remember because it's like sewers or some craziness. Like, but he's surfing and he's playing basketball. The basketball one is probably the funniest because he's like, you've got this dude in jeans and like it looks like he should be riding a motorcycle, and he's got to play basketball. So weird. It's just so weird. So you haven't seen Escape from L.A.?
I have not.
Okay,
No.
we're gonna have to watch them and talk. Like,
Yeah.
they're a weird world. But Jen, you've been very patient.
I wasn't waiting that long. But just to get back to our movie, there was a scene that we can kind of talk about, I guess. I mean, I don't really know what we'll say about it, but I was shocked. And it's when he's giving haircuts out to the girls. I was not expecting that. My goodness gracious.
I feel like that was something that they probably should have like elaborated more on. But it just seems like this weird punishment. But I think he was collecting their hair to essentially make rope, right?
Oh, I have no idea. I thought he just was bonkers.
Just like disguise. You guys need to look like boys or something.
I mean, that's
how I
that
took
like
it.
that's the Swiss Family Robinson method. Cut the hair, pretend you're a page or boy. Like no,
Yeah.
I don't think that's what it was. I think that there's probably like a legit reason for it, but I was getting the vibe of like needing their hair for making rope because he needs to make repairs to his boat so that he can get him out of there.
I
But
can see it.
but you don't see it. You just see him like start hacking their hair off, and then the aftermath of now their hair is gone. Go ahead, Nick.
I didn't think about that at all, but I really thought it was just a scare tactic to sort of, but also like sort of punish them, but not really punish them. But I do like the comedy part about it when it just cuts to Enola with her haircut.
Yeah.
It's just like that was definitely like the comedy, and that was in the editing for sure.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of comedy and Enola, there was one little thing that got me, and it was when Enola was trying to be. I was like, wow.
When she was what?
I was just thinking, when I saw that, I was like, wow. I'm pretty sure a lot of parents just cheered for this one, but it's when Enola was being a little brat, and she was saying like, "I'm not afraid of you. You're nothing." Blah blah blah, and she just picks her up and just hauls her. throw,
Oh,
just throw, like you've had the encounter of like the bratty child that you're just like, I just wish I could, just one time. He just goes whoosh.
Every parent's dream come true, getting to throw that annoying child into the pool.
Exactly. I'm like, well, they did that. They legitimately just threw an all off the boat. Okay.
I mean, like as the boat was moving, and she can't swim.
Well, he didn't know that in his defense.
Well, yeah, but he didn't ask her.
I don't think he cared.
Hey, can you swim?
Yeah.
No. Toss.
At that point, he did not care.
Yeah, and then when Helen says, "Oh, she can't swim,"
Yeah.
then because Helen jumped in after her after that, right?
Oh, for sure. And then
I mean, he came to his senses and came back for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I have a moment.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess that this could lead into the discussion about her tattoo on her back, right? I mean, Enola is really the catalyst of this whole story, this whole movie, right? She is like the guide, like she is the holy grail to
You can say it. She's the map.
She's the map. She's the map. Like so, but before we get to the whole tattoo thing of it, but we know that she likes to draw. She loves to draw, and when everybody's talking about Dryland, of is it real? Is it make believe? Is it it's still there? Was it has it fully 100% disappeared? The moment that I knew that the Dryland was real was when she had that drawing of a horse. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, there's no possible way that she could know what a horse looks like without having actually been on land in her short lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm assuming that this Waterworld has lasted, started before she was born. We don't know for sure, but
by the end of it, we learn that like the what do they call it? Dry land?
Dryland, yeah.
Yeah.
Boring name. But we learn that she does come from there, and like her parents essentially died with her, like making her the map. So I think what's interesting is we don't know how old she was when she left.
Yes, that's true.
That's what I'm most curious about.
Well, and because I mean, like I knew that the dry land did exist, but the fact that the characters were still kind of going back and forth about it, understandable, right? Because they don't know. But the funniest thing to me about this whole like tattoo thing is like everybody's trying to get her and then trying to like decipher what the tattoo means, like like trying to translate it and stuff. And I don't know if it's just me, but it happened so quickly in the end when they're all in the hot air balloon and Gregor uses whatever contraption he has and he's like, oh, I gotta look at the bearing of the sun. Oh, it's telling me that Dryland is this way.
It's
and
a
then that's
sextant, I believe.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
I think it's a sextant is what it's called.
I don't even know what that is.
It's how sailors could tell direction. I think they would use it to like essentially like map stars so that they could figure out which like what their bearings are, north, south, east, west, figure all that stuff out. And what he was essentially saying was like with that device he was able to determine, it was like, oh, because the poles have switched and we know that now, that's the direction we're supposed to be going. We think it's this way, it's that way.
Well, okay, so the poles, actually, that was the thing I wanted to bring up too. How do they know? Like, what does that mean? How do they know that the north and south poles have switched? What does that mean exactly?
I think this is something that might actually be happening with like global warming and like the ice caps melting. Like this is legitimate science of the poles are reversing essentially, but rather so if a compass points north in this world, when it's pointing north, it's actually pointing south.
Right.
So like that's my understanding of the pole switching. Like the magnetic polarity of the Earth has reversed.
So the only way that you could find the correct direction of the dryland with her tattoo is by having that device.
I wouldn't say the only way, because they mention that the map includes longitude and latitude. So it's if you have other maps that explain like where you are longitude and latitude, all that stuff. I mean, but I think in order to the sextant, I think is the analog way of being able to map the stars and map the seas. So yes, I think you probably need that device to like truly map where you're going and to know your directions. But people have sailed the seas without a sextant before, so I imagine there's other ways to navigate the sea.
Golden compass.
Totally different thing, but yes.
It points to where you want to go. No, it points to where you desire most. Sorry.
So that's also a totally different thing than the golden compass, but yes.
But yeah, I just thought the whole tattoo. Try to figure out the tattoo. Just it felt very like short. I don't know, like too quick to solve in the end by Gregor, when everybody else is spending so much time trying to figure it out.
Well, they're close, right? I mean, it's they're not so unintelligent that they couldn't figure it out. They just hadn't gotten to that point of really being able to figure out and understand it, because that's some of that information is things that has just been lost to the times. But what I find most interesting as you bring up like the map and the girl and everything though is how old was she when she left? Does she know what a horse looks like because of memory, or does she actually have like these dreams? Like if she was taken away as like an infant, like I mean, how old would we say she is now? 10?
Yeah.
10. So she's 10 years old.
Probably like, I think she's probably like 7 or like 7.
Nah.
She seems too young to be 10.
Just 10.
You need to hang out with more 10-year-olds. Or maybe not. Let's you just stay with you stay with people your own age. Avoid the 10-year-olds. Just because you work with the cops doesn't mean you're safe. As he eats his I've got ice cream.
Like my niece is 9 and she's like super tall, so compared to her.
So kids can be different heights. They go through growth spurts at different times. Anyway,
height shaming much.
Let's just we'll meet somewhere in the middle and say she's 8, right? We can agree she's at least 8 years old. But if she's 8 years old, I mean, I would imagine she could have been taken away from there when she was 3, you know, like, or she's 5. Like, we have no idea how long she's actually been gone. And that's where I think it's interesting to think of, she's never actually seen a horse that she can remember, but those images are locked in her memory, like of her subconscious. So like she sees these things in her dreams. And because she has technically seen them before, but she doesn't remember any of that because she's too small, those visions are what she could remember, but they're manifested as dreams rather than like an actual memory. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, like you're saying, she has physically seen a horse with her eyes.
If you were a 3-year-old seeing a horse for the first time, do you remember seeing a horse for the first time or what it looks like?
Oh, probably not.
Exactly. No. So
yeah,
that's what I'm saying is like she as a 3-year-old maybe have seen a horse, but you don't remember what it looks like. You don't remember what it But
it still proves that she is from land.
It could.
Yeah.
It could.
Yeah.
Maybe she's a prophet. You don't know. She's connected to God in some way, you know? Like you don't know. Like she's having these visions. Are they legitimate? There's pictures that still exist. I mean, he even looks, he's like, she's drawing a tree. She drew this tree, like, but she's never seen this tree. How could she know? Like the Mariner's making the same connection that you are, but it could still just be one of those things of like she's never actually seen these things. It's just dreams. It's just images that are in her head.
No, I'm pretty sure that in order to dream something, you have to have seen it at some point. Whether you remember it or not, I think is true. But
oh,
I'm going to argue against that, but not very much because I don't dream anymore. So I don't have much experience these days to be like, oh yeah, I've had so many dreams and seen some weird shit. But I have seen some weird shit that I've never seen.
How can you dream of something that you've never seen before?
Imagination, Charlie.
Like, do blind people dream?
I would think blind people dream. I couldn't tell you what a dream looks like for a blind person.
I'm actually really curious. I want to do some research on that.
Okay.
what's happening?
We're dissecting dreams.
Welcome to GoodFlickas. We're going to talk about Waterworld. Do blind people dream?
Hey, we've gone on way worse tangents than that.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying that I think that it's proven by her drawings that she has seen land before. Matt seems to disagree.
I'm just saying I think that there's other possibilities for why she's drawing those things other than she has actually seen them.
Yeah, her parents could have told them about her, and then what they told her, she built an image in her head and brought it to paper.
What do you think, Jen?
That could be another concept.
Jen has to go because Jen has to wake up at 3 a.m. So,
Ugh.
yeah.
Wow.
That's no fun. All right, Jen, who won the movie?
Sorry, guys. Who wins this wonderful movie? Water. Water wins it.
Water,
Not the world.
Water is the essence of moisture, and
Water is
moisture
life.
is the essence of beauty.
Water wins it.
Water clearly dominated this. Like,
I mean, it even took over the title.
yeah. So it wins.
Alrighty.
And
Well,
sorry to leave. I tried hanging out. I'm glad I was there for the Nick hang out with 10-year-olds.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You guys suck.
Everything
Not so
else.
much because I'm ready to tap out on this one too, honestly.
I honestly have one more thing that I wanted to bring up within this movie, but like I don't have many notes, so no, I think we're ready to wrap things up. But Jen, go ahead and do your thing. We don't need to stretch you out. Like if you've got to be here until 3, you're waking up at 3 a.m. I get some rest.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Wait, what's next week?
It's up to Nick.
What?
Nick, do you have next week's pick?
Oh, is it my pick?
Yes.
Completely forgot. So no.
Okay. Well, there you go.
I didn't
Jen.
realize it was already back to me.
Well, because Jen and I switched this month.
I think that's why it threw me off.
No.
Because I'm usually after Jen. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I have 24 hours.
You got 24 hours. You
Wait
think on it.
till tomorrow.
There you go.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
Thank you too, Jen.
Good night, Jen.
Bye.
Sleep tight. Have good dreams about things you've seen.
Yes, maybe things you haven't. Yeah, the only other thing that I wanted to bring up real fast was I called it human fishing. It's the scene where the two are complaining about being hungry, and he's like, "You want to eat? I got you." And basically, he just makes himself bait, and this giant mutated fish eats him, and he just spears him left and right. He's like, "Okay, he's dead. Here's your food. Happy now." So it was really funny. There was no like lead up to this. You just kind of like he just starts doing things. It's one of the interesting things about his character, and then the CGI of this thing. There's a healthy amount of CGI in this movie, and I think it holds up pretty well. Like it's not terrible, and this CGI fish monster thing pops up so quick. Like it's not long enough for me to really complain about anything. It's definitely like a mutated what the fuck,
Right.
But it's not bad. I don't think it's bad CGI, and it doesn't last long enough for me to be like, oh, fellas, no.
I thought it was a shark, to be honest.
It's kind of
No,
like a
it's not
shark.
Oh,
They
okay.
I think because there's like 3 shots of it where you've got like a wide shot, the actual like the animation of him being eaten part of it, and then another shot where it looks like a shark's fin. So like I think they cut like it's an actual animal that they cut and then CGI'd in the monster part of it.
That makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
But go ahead, Brian.
Well, you brought up the scene, the the big piece of blubber that he has that he just throws down on the grill.
I
But
love it.
what I was questioning is where's the heat coming from?
What do you mean?
When he throws it down on clearly something that's hot for it to cook, but I don't remember seeing like charcoal or like barbecue. It almost looked like electrical.
It could be.
But I was trying to figure, but I couldn't put two together on how it was becoming hot.
You've got me curious because like he does have electricity. Like he has that the car battery or whatever that he used for his winch. So
Right.
like he does have power. So in theory, he could generate
I guess
energy
so.
for like a grill. But now you got me curious. I'm gonna pull it up real fast just to take a look at it.
Wondering how much juice.
Oh, you can see it. It's coals.
Oh, it's coals.
It's coals. He's throwing he throws it directly onto a bed of coals.
Oh, I missed that part. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, where the hell's he getting coal from?
Well, remember Enola gets the charcoal from the workshop or from the shop to draw. Remember there was black charcoal in there.
I don't know how people.
So like they have it. They have coal in this world, like charcoal.
I don't get where they're getting the coal from either. There's a lot of unknowns in this world.
By the way,
In terms,
what is a known is individuals who are blind from birth, who have never had sight, do not have visual dreams.
What do they have?
They have heavily multi-sensory dreams built from heightened experiences of hearing, touch, smell, and taste.
Oh.
But that's only if you're blind from birth.
do I have any more scenes? Nothing's really standing out to me right now.
I don't think I really have much. I mean, we can talk about the end. We've kind of skirted around it a little bit, but
Oh, what did you guys think of Mariner's? Well, I guess two things. What did you think of Mariner initially turning down Helen with her offer?
Oh, when she drops her dress.
And she's green lighting it, and he says no. And then also when he goes to use her as a form of payment, and changes his mind.
Well, that's character growth.
Yeah.
Right?
well, the first moment with Helen, it's for me it's an important moment because you see that he has like there's a kindness about him, there's a respect, like he has an honor code for sure.
I think that's the way to put it. Yeah.
Because there's this moment where like obviously this is like a hardened dude from having lived on this water world and what you have to do to survive. Like he doesn't trust people that much, and clearly as a mutant does not get much respect and love from the ladies. So like, yes, you could see in this moment that like, I'm sure any man would be like, I think I'm going to take advantage of this opportunity, but I'm not asking for it necessarily. But the moment when he like actually goes to kind of like take her up on it and she flinches, that's the moment when he's like, I'm not gonna do this. Like she's offering herself, but it's not something that she wants, and that's not something he's comfortable with. And he's like, no, and when it's brought up later, and she's like, why wouldn't you before? And she's like, you didn't want me to.
Yeah.
Like he there's so much that's implied about him because he doesn't say anything that we just kind of learn. And those little examples of like him having honor, him having respect for things, that's what really shows him to be the hero that he is.
Yeah.
Because even when we've got the guy in the town who's acting as like the town's guard or whatever, same thing. This guy has honor and respect, and he's like, we can't just kill people willy-nilly because we're afraid of him. Like, this is a human being. He's a mutant. It's like, he hasn't done anything wrong. Like, he's just trying to survive like the rest of us. So just that level of human being, that level of like man that I think of in like these whole dystopian worlds where it's like there has to be a level of honor and respect to survive this way, because if we don't, we're just animals. And that's what Duncan and his guys are, is like the smokers, right? Like, they're just animals. There's nothing that stops them. They just consume.
Yeah.
They're the hyenas in Lion King.
Yeah.
Do you keep saying Duncan? It's
Deacon.
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 Okay, I'm like
Deacon.
Yeah.
It's Deacon Duncan? No.
I didn't even catch that.
No,
Deacon Donuts. No, I just wanted to comment on that. I think there is a theme in this movie of like sexual deprivation. Because it's meant there's moments of this even in the kind of like the town fortress. It like there's talk about sex there, and then you have Helen and Mariner, and then you Brian, you mentioned the scene where he's trading her, for as a sexual favor for whatever that guy has. Like there's a theme of like deprivation of like healthy sexual relationships in this world, and the fact that Mariner still has honor code, like code of honor is, I think, a really great phrase for that. For him to still have that even in times like these is probably very rare, because like we saw with the guy who really wanted to get with Helen, a lot of them are starved, sexually. So
well, physically too.
Well,
yeah.
Well, yeah, it kind of goes hand in hand, but yeah. So it just shows that Mariner is a good guy.
That guy was annoying as hell.
Super creepy.
I think he plays a crazy guy really well. Like,
oh, he does.
This is a dude who has been on the sea far too long, who has probably been drinking some salt water just to stay alive, but really fucking him up. Like, he ain't right. The man has been in the sun too long.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's obnoxious and awful, but he's playing it really well. Go ahead.
I have a scene. I don't know if it's part of the ending, but I guess it's kind of going towards the end. Essentially, like the final blow for Deacon. Essentially, it's when Enola is in the water, and you got Deacon and two other guys all on their jet skis, and kind of like it's like a trifecta of jet skis coming together to snatch Enola out of the water. And then you have Mariner, with the rope tied on his ankle, from the hot air balloon, whatever it's called.
The bungee jump.
Like bungee jumps down there and tells Helen to tie it onto something, and then just perfectly times, the length of the rope, and just like, and then picks her up, and I laughed. I replayed this part of the scene like 3 times because it was just genuinely so funny to me. When the 3 jet skis collided, it's just like this Michael Bay explosion. I'm like, that's not how this works, but it was great. A great way to for the villain to get blown to smithereens.
Yeah.
So just great cinema right there. That was just good cinema.
I mean, once again, Mariner knows how to escape artist, man. he thinks so quickly, and that was a really cool stunt. That was
super cool.
really, really cool. Like just bungee jumping from the ghetto hot air balloon, and just that perfect dive with the 3 jet skis coming in. That was great. I was like, wow, that's something you don't see every day.
Like that's just a. It's got like a slight level of cheese to it, you know.
And I'm for it.
Yeah, I'm same. I'm all for it. Yeah.
I also love because I saw that, I was like, oh, that's a good move, but bungees go up and then they go down, and so I'm thinking,
He's
oh,
going right back down into that fire.
they're gonna go right into that big old ball of fire. But I'm glad that they showed that the hot air balloon, or I don't whatever we want to call that thing, that was not a hot air balloon.
Well, no, I mean it was like a gas powered flame thing.
No idea what that thing was.
It looks like a cloud with ropes on it.
I didn't mean like around the world in 80 days. But I'm just glad that they showed that it was slowly moving to where it was like, oh, okay, cool. So you're gonna bungee jump. We're gonna slowly move, and we're away from the from the big old ball of fire.
How was that thing functioning? Like how did it have enough energy? Because it was flying the entire time. How much fuel did it have?
I don't even know what it goes off of, because it was like collapsed, and then he pushed a button on accident, and then
I think it was gas.
Was it gas? I don't even know.
I think it was like gas because it was going through that Willy Wonka ass pipe that was going up into it, and then the top of it was, and I think it was inflating with some kind of like helium gas sort of thing. But I don't know if it was like a liquid that was being siphoned into it, and then something was burning that gas to make it fly. I don't know.
Yeah. Like burning helium.
I guess, yeah. And it's like, how do you control it? How do you steer it?
I was also very impressed that going back to the first battle, that it managed to escape
with nobody shooting through it. Like all of those sprays of bullets, and nobody shot the giant moving man-made cloud in the sky.
It's too obvious.
I had the same thought too.
Like, wow.
It's moving like a turtle's pace.
They go buy a lottery ticket, but they're about 100,000 feet below you.
Oh man, I'm so happy you brought that up.
All right, can we put a pin in this one, boys?
Yeah, I think we have done it. That is a wrap on Waterworld. We just need who wins this movie from us.
Oh, well, was there anything on the like the ending? I don't remember. I remember they
made it to land.
Yeah,
right?
they made it to land. Okay.
And then he's not going to stay because he doesn't live there. He belongs in the sea.
It was basically 2012's ending.
Yeah.
Did you guys have any thoughts about the ending though? Like, would you have preferred if the Mariner had stayed?
No, he believes.
No. He's a good guy. He was just meant to save them, you know.
Yeah.
And take them home so that he can go back home.
Yeah. He's got gills for he belongs at sea.
Like he was getting land sick.
Well, they all were, and like, okay, that to me it does make sense when you're on a boat your entire life where your surface is constantly motion. When you're on solid ground and you don't have that, like, yeah, you got you have your sea legs, right? Like, you lose your equilibrium. So absolutely, you're feeling weird that now all of a sudden the ground isn't moving below you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, there's like a motion sickness for land almost.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So like what they're saying is all legit, but what I like in this is I agree. The Mariner has to be in the ocean. Like that is his domain. That's where he thrives. But you see that moment when he's in the woods and they're kind of like he sees that boat and he's contemplating. Is like, that's my ride. That's my ticket out of here. But I want to stay with them.
Yeah.
I want to be with them, but I can't. It's not where I'm meant to be. This isn't right for me. This isn't my place.
Right.
So I like that you see all of that. You see him going through that contemplation and that struggle, ultimately for him to do exactly what he should do and the hard thing and say goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
The point was to get them to a safe space, and he's done that. Now it's up to him to move on, and his journey continues.
Yep.
Because he has a history we don't know. I wonder if he had like a wife and kid or something that like this was in some ways him kind of reliving.
He's just gonna hang out with Will Turner now.
He could. Part of the ship, part of the crew. They'd work out. But all right, guys, who won the movie?
Oh, I know.
Oh, I go. Yeah, I do too.
Okay.
I'm giving it to the art department.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like the sets, the costumes,
I gotta shout out to the costumes because the post-apocalyptic thing is always a fun thing to see what people come up with, and this definitely has its inspirations from Mad Max, where it's like the leather and motorcycle gangs and stuff like that. But the amount of netting and the materials that they use of like nautical themes and stuff like that, like it's brilliant. You took Mad Max, put it on the water, and it translates really well with what they did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I agree with that one.
All right. 2 honorable mentions. Number 1, Hawaii, $35 in revenue. Way to go, guys. Number 2, Dennis Hopper. Really, really fun villain. I think we did a good job highlighting specific moments that he shined in the movie too. But ultimately, I got to give it to the stuntman for this one. It's just not. The movie wouldn't be the same without the stunts that they're pulling off on some of these scenes, and the coordination. A lot of work probably went into this to make sure. I mean, at one point, jet skis are flying over a very high steel wall. That takes coordination. That takes a lot of planning. So great work, guys.
Yeah, you bring them in. I absolutely huge shout out to the stunt people for sure. I'm gonna do that as honorable mention for sure. The stunts are great, and like I agree. Without them doing the incredible job that they do, this movie does not have an inkling of the interest that it does. And it is really cool to see all these water stunts. And not to mention that stunt show has maintained. So like what those guys created has been maintained for decades since.
it's probably a whole new generation of people doing that show now.
Oh, for sure. I mean, you can go. There are people who get started doing that show. Like they're like some of their first or more. I maybe not even first, but like their first regular stunt job is doing that show and like making it big in Hollywood, doing the big stuff. Like it's not a nothing show.
No.
And I wonder if any of the stuntmen in the movie were a part of the Universal show.
That would be really interesting, especially knowing that they opened 4 months later.
Right. Yeah.
Crazy.
Like they've got a job after the movie.
Yeah. That would be nice to know.
They were doing underwater stunt work. I mean, just having the jet skis completely submerged and then coming up, I was like, I don't know how they're doing any of that, but it just really, really cool stuff.
Yeah. So yes,
or even the people like pulling the ropes, with the water skiers and stuff.
Right.
Was it like airplane?
At one point, it was the airplane pulling the skiers.
Yeah.
So even that too.
Freaking nuts. Yeah. Huge shout out to the stunt team. Absolutely incredible. Other shout outs I'll give to Costner because I don't know how much of his own stunts and stuff that he does, but like he is entertaining in this movie. I wish he had gotten more dialogue and things like that, but I do enjoy him. Final shout out is to the cinematography. There's some beautiful shots on the sea. They get some beautiful sunset stuff. There's some moments where it's like, this is truly just for the artistic purposes of it. Like when they're swimming and he's teaching Enola how to swim, and it's just all of a sudden it's sunset. But just when the camera is pointed at them and you point it back at Helen, and it's still whatever time of day it is. So there's some beautiful cinematography in here. But for me, who really wins this movie is Dennis Hopper. The villain, I think he's an iconic villain. You see him in his costume with that eye patch, you know exactly who he is, what he's from. And again, he's probably the most entertaining person throughout this entire movie, where he's the bad guy that you're afraid of, but he rides this like calm to crazy like wave real fast, and it works so well. So when I think of Waterworld, I think Dennis Hopper. I think this villain before I technically think of the Mariner.
He'd be a cool Halloween costume to do.
He'd be awesome.
Yeah,
it'd be a fun one, especially since you could probably make all of that stuff. It's just like figure out what the pieces are, grunge it up, done.
Yep.
The eye patch is probably the most iconic one, and it's a chin strap from like a football helmet. At one point, at another point, it's actually like a set of goggles where the other eye has been broken off.
Yes, I noticed that.
I was paying attention to the eye patch the entire time. I'm like, it's just a really cool prop. But go ahead, Nick.
I just want to say my favorite moment with Deacon was when they were trying to put the like fake prosthetic eye in his eye socket, and he's asking everybody in the room like how it looks, and everybody's like, "Oh yeah, it looks good, looks nice." And then one person's like, "It looks like shit," and he's like, "This guy says it looks like shit."
Well, and, I love it too because everybody's like kissing his ass, right? And the one kid is like, "It looks like shit." And it's like, that's what I love about children. They, like, no filters, or like they've no lies.
Yeah. They see it like they say it like they see it.
But then he looks himself in the mirror and he's just like, it does look like shit.
Yeah.
And then the eye pops out. Like, it's just, this is like a really awkward scene where if like a normal villain would have been pissed the entire time, just like exploding, right? Instead, it's pure comedy. None of his henchmen are actually like afraid of him in this moment. They're just kind of like respecting him. But at the same time, it's the most ridiculous thing. Dude walks in, eye pops out. I was like, oh, sorry. Hands him that horrible eyeball. And he's like, yeah, we're not doing this. Give me an eye patch.
It wasn't even like in the eye socket. It was like still halfway out.
Well, his eye socket was so open, there was nothing to hold it back. He needed like that Mad Eye Moody. That eye patch to hold the fake one in. He would need something like that.
Yeah. Like a single goggle lens or whatever. Yeah.
Dennis Hopper hit great moments with him. It was so fun. But all right, that is a wrap on Waterworld. So we have done it, guys. Nick, we don't have a pick yet because you were confused by the schedule, and that makes sense. So stand by for next week's pick, and you can see that probably posted on our Instagram at good.flickas. Give us a like and give us a follow there. And stay tuned for any posts on our upcoming shows here on YouTube at GoodFlickas. So hit that like, hit subscribe, hit the bell, hit all of the things, and follow us here on YouTube at GoodFlickas. And if you have any advice or you'd like to tell us how we're doing, if you just want to be a dick about it, you could do that too. We'll probably read that email, but maybe not. Try and be nice. We want to do right by you guys. So let us know how we're doing. We'd love to hear from you. You can send us an email at goodflickas2020@gmail.com. Love to hear from you. Other than that, thank you for tuning in for Waterworld this week. Hopefully you tune in next week for our mystery pick. Stand by for what that'll be. Other than that, Brian, go ahead and round us out.
Yeah. Stay on dry land, people. It's probably safer. Also, don't be afraid to collect things. You never know what's going to be valuable in the future. Who knows? And, my PSA, this is good water. We drink it. Ocean water, bad. We don't drink. See you next week.